Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ranger, and I am the Trash Gamer. We're back again. We're going to pick up where we left off. I did a little bit of leveling off stream. We're about to hit level 14, and we're still going to grind doing this hardcore WoW challenge. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Just trying to get up Stream Manager on the phone here. That way I can take a look at the chat. I still have yet to fix my second monitor issue. I'll get there eventually. Share the stream. Hopefully it posts this time. For some reason it wants to give me issues lately. Not really sure why. Let's see. Gonna get to it here in just a sec. Oh yeah, see it posted no problem that time. Alright. Okay, so it didn't post to Facebook. Why? Well, whatever's going on there. Alright. So, quick update. We're getting very close to that first $50 payout. I guess that means that you're a real streamer whenever you cross that threshold. So that's pretty exciting. I know it's not much, man, but when you're just starting out, the grind is a long one. So it's nice to hit those milestones. I am gonna play some YouTube videos in the background. I think we might listen to some podcasts today. Do something a little bit different. I did see this video, and I'm kind of interested. It was just posted 23 hours ago by creator Black Dragoon X. It says that WoW is dying. I'd like to take a listen, see if I agree or disagree. Let's see. Let's cue it up. Internet's running a little bit slow today. I did a speed test. Everything seemed fine.
I need to dig deep to do this and this and this.
One of them. Now, there's a thin line between wasting time while
Hold on.
MMO players love to waste their time, and that's why they play MMOs. They take pride of wasting thousands of hours collecting in-game items or collectibles, and I'm also one of them. Now, there's a thin line between wasting time while having fun and wasting time while not having fun. And World of Warcraft retail is moving towards the not having fun part while wasting time. So whenever a retail WoW player quits the game, they never comes back. Because once you stop eating garbage from garbage can, you will realize that how bad it tasted. What I'm trying to say is the game is crap. For instance, there's so many difficulties and so many layers in Retail WoW. It divides the player base. It creates difference between the players. Like you have LFR, then normal raids, then heroic raid, then mythic difficulty raids. Why not we just combine LFR and normal raids and make one difficulty? Same for heroic and mythic raids. Combine heroic and mythic raids and make one difficulty. I don't know why they have to make so many difficulties in terms of raid. Creates the difference among the player base. Just make
Apparently
two difficulties for raid,
right
normal and hard mode. That's it.
Bluff.
World of Warcraft was made for casual
Here we
players.
go.
Let it be for casual
man,
players.
Lord
Do not
Chief's
force
blessing?
people to do
What?
what they don't want to do. If you focus on top 1% of the player base, of course rest
Nice,
of the
dude.
99% of the player base will fall off one by one. Maybe keep some of the old raids viable in terms of gearing and progressing. It's like when a new raid tier releases, there's no point of going back to those old raid tiers. And again, the difficulty, right? The harder the raid is, the lower the participation gets, which results lower player count. And in the end, the game gets boring. I know a lot of people have stopped raiding because it's too much hassle nowadays to do raids. Being in a guild, maintaining a schedule is not for everyone. People who used to play WoW in their high school time, they're all grown up, got family or responsibilities to take care of. So most of those people raid with pugs whenever they get time. If the raids are hard, it becomes hard to clear those raids with pugs. I mean, with random people, right? Then gatekeeping begins. People get toxic over a boss fight. The game in general becomes unbearable. People changes. Nowadays, people ask for heroic geared players for normal raid and mythic geared player for heroic raid clears, which is absurd. No wonder a lot of people have stopped raiding nowadays. It's not fun and it's not rewarding enough. Raiding in World of Warcraft was the best feature, and now it's not fun or necessary nowadays because you can get gear from Mythic Plus. So let's talk about Mythic Plus. I know a lot of people will hate me for saying this, but I'll say it anyways. Remove those affixes from Mythic Plus dungeons once and for all. Yes, removing these affixes from Mythic Plus will bring more participations. It will bring more players. It will reduce the toxic environment and gatekeeping to a certain point. Game is too toxic nowadays. It's unbearable. Nowadays, people leave a key middle of the dungeon. Why? Because they wiped or someone died for stupid reason. So they leave before the last boss. So as a result, they wasted 25 minutes for nothing. This type of toxic behavior is common nowadays. Just check forums, Reddit posts. What I'm saying is, remove these affixes from Mythic Plus dungeon. Make it easier. If you make it annoying, people will get annoyed. If you make it fun, people will have fun. And that's what I'm saying. It's simple as that. Of course, there will be a difference between +2 Neltharion Slayer and +16 Neltharion Slayer. Of course, boss and mobs will have higher HP. They will hit harder on higher keys. Just scale them up with the difficulty. These affixes are not necessary at all, and they're not balanced. Maybe it's fun for top 1% players who grinds Mythic Plus 16 hours a day to have like 4K Radar IO score, but not for casual players who plays the game for 1 or 2 hours a day or only weekends. It is destroying the community and the game overall. I mean, come on. WoW is for casuals. It is not a hardcore game, and it never was. Stop making this game esports friendly. This game will never be an esports game. If you want more players to play your game, MDI is not the answer. How many people watch MDI? Instead, make the game fun, make the game simple, so new players and existing player base can have fun in the game, so the game can grow further. Stop wasting your time making the game esports friendly. The main reason WoW got that much popularity because it was a casual game and it was for the casual people. If you keep making raids and dungeon for hardcore players, the game will die today or tomorrow. Mark my words. Nowadays in retail, you need like 20 add-ons to do a raid. At least, who will install 20 add-ons and set them up just to do raids or Mythic Plus contents? Also, let's not forget about weak auras. Weak auras is an add-on, which is another game itself. Why a game has to be like that? No wonder people quitting retail WoW. Just remove the add-ons from the game or make some of the add-on in-game feature like DPS meter or others, right? Make the game simple, make the game easy for casual players. People want simplicity nowadays. They have so many things going on in their real life. They want to have fun while playing a game, and WoW has to deliver that. The game is doing bad for past several years. Now it's time to take big decisions, and it's time to make bigger changes. Maybe World of Warcraft too. I bet most of the people who plays retail WoW nowadays, they're just playing the game because they don't want to learn a new game, or they don't want to waste their 15 years worth of progression, as in collectibles, achievements, mounts. It's not like they're enjoying the game, more like they're stuck inside World of Warcraft, which is really horrible and sad at the same time.
Keep it quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush.
Okay. I mean, that was a short, quick, to the point video. I would have to say that...
Think you know everything about World of Warcraft? Well, I've been given a list of the 100 things you probably didn't know about the game. Let's put you to the test and see how enlightened you truly are. Number 1. 1 out of 5 players in WoW play female characters. 2. Mining is the most popular profession in the game.
I really don't want to watch that. I mean, I guess I would have to agree. I'm not a Mythic Plus raider. I pretty much strictly do PvP. I think PvP is overly complicated. It's probably an unpopular opinion, but I think there's way too many buttons. There's way too much bloat. I mean, you have to have 40 fucking keybinds in order to be an effective player. You have to be able to instantly be able to read what other people are doing. I mean, I understand that that's the entire skill gap. But it's just way too much, man. In order for you to do an effective DPS rotation and CC and counterplay and or enter whatever it is that you want to enter in, um, it's way overly complicated. Too many mechanics, cooldowns, way too much DPS going out. And I understand that it's fun to see numbers flash all over the screen. It is. It's incredibly fun. Um, However, it it makes it very difficult on the player base. I've been playing this game for 20 years and I'm not a good PvPer at all. I will admit that. Um, but I enjoy PvP and it makes it next to impossible for me to get out of the bracket that I'm in. There's just way too much shit going on. I mean, I've had to resort to using a third party add on, which is GSE, Gnome Sequencer Enhanced, that assists me with running my DPS rotation so that I can focus on the other things that are happening. Um, there's already so many buttons, and even with the macro that's running my DPS rotation, like sometimes it's still difficult to keep up. So I mean, mad props to the people that play at the upper echelon of PvP. Like you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing players. I'm not gonna take anything away from you, but I don't have the capacity to play like that. Um, too many keybinds, too many things going on, man. Um, that's why there's such a resurgence for classic WoW. That's why this is held in such high regard, especially this WoW hardcore scene, man. It's it's a simpler version of the game. Uh, the added difficulty is the not dying part. It's very simple, very easy to die in hardcore. Uh, Probably easier than most people would imagine. I mean, you're going to see corpses littered everywhere. People die to any number of things. Um, One of the very first examples that I can think of over there in Duratar, right outside of Orgrimmar, is Skull Rock, man. I lost the character there. I played a hunter for forever, and I had a hunter tune that I dinged 13 inside that cave, got a bad pull, hit some respawns, and that was all she wrote. That character is gone. Um, so it's very easy to die in hardcore. We're making our way to Thunderbluff to do this quest. There's a pretty cool staff reward that we're going to get as a result. We'll pick up the other two quests. I think those are the only two quests. I hope so. I'm not trying to go to Undercity, pick up a quest for Ragefire Chasm. Maybe we could hit 15 and maybe we'll go try to take on some RFC, do our first dungeon. That would be incredibly exciting. That'd be good. Playing WoW Running Simulator right now. These are the quest, but this is the game. This is the content, right? It gives you 45 minutes to run your ass all the way from Crossroads to Thunderbluff, turn in a quest. Kind of sucks that I'm eating up this war chief's blessing, but that is what it is. It's a new experience for me. I did try to play a Warlock once before in Season of Mastery. I forget which one it was. I think I was in the 40s. I just got in my mount. So I've never had a max level Warlock. It's kind of fun, man, to go back and replay this stuff. And I don't think I had a Horde. I didn't play Horde in Classic. I didn't play Horde till later expansions. So this is kind of a first time experience. Not necessarily a first time experience, but kind of a first time experience. I don't remember a lot of these quests. You know, if I were to do this on the Alliance, man, I mean, I pretty much have that stuff memorized. I've been through it so many times. I just could show you how many different tunes I've sank my teeth into, how many different I played on different servers, and every time I play, man, I think I have ADHD. It's probably been undiagnosed, but I can't ever concentrate on just one tune. I can't have just a singular tune. I always have to try everything. What ends up happening is I see that something is a bit OP and I want to try it. So mages are really good, so I want to play mage. And all throughout my WoW career, I've had different mains for different reasons. I've kind of always come back to Hunter. Hunter's kind of my bread and butter. It's a good class. I really like Warrior too. I've never been a good warrior at all, ever. But that's neither here nor there. It actually wasn't that far of a run to Thunderbluff. I thought this was going to be way longer. But we got a dope staff for this. Got 4 stam on it, so that's really good for locks. Stamina and spirit, apparently, is what we want. All about survivability. I really would have thought it would have been the other way around. I would have thought that intellect would have affected our dots. But when I read it, it says increases our mana pool, which is obvious, and chance to score a critical hit with spells, which I don't think dots could crit. So I guess that would really only affect Shadow Bolt. And considering we're going to play Affliction, because they removed the debuff limit, and I think that Affliction's going to be incredible. I think that we're going to see stuff this go around that we never got to see before. I try not to play around with the mouse and jumping around and running around and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, because I don't want to accidentally fall off of something and die. That would suck big time. We're going to skip all of these, picking up all these quests. Go get this turn in. We gotta go. I'll come back and get the flight point right now. I think we gotta go through here. People die for any number of silly reasons. I'm not trying to be one of them. I got a couple videos I need to cut, man. I'm really, really, really behind posting to YouTube. I've got some funny deaths that I think could maybe get me some. I'm not going over there. not doing that. I'm not going to Silver Pine Forest. No, thank you. So, what do we want? Swiftness potions. Increase maximum health by 27 for an hour. Rejuve potions. I tell you what we could do. We could get these swiftness potions. We could just sell them. Thunderbluff wants you to collect 10 Serpent Bloom. Ooh, get quest for Wailing Caverns already? Wow. Alright. We're not anywhere close to that. Let's see, I think up here we'll get the other two quests that we need for RFC. In good flight point. Is it in here? Where's it at? What? Where is the guy? Oh, you're the first aid trainer. We have not trained this yet. Which I guess I feel kind of silly for not doing it. Or is it not on this one? No, it's on the other. I'm looking around for something that's not even here. It's on the other one. All right. Till death do us part. Oh, that was the one that was down below. The one I'm not interested in. Been working on our tailoring skill, getting enchanting up. Very, very, very hard profession to get rocking and rolling, man. You don't get a lot of green drops, and the green drops I'm getting, I want to sell in the auction house versus just breaking them. I could probably end up getting more money for the enchanting materials, but that's why we're going to stick to farming cloth. That way I can just churn out gear, disenchant that to get what I need. Doing myself a little bit of a disservice at the beginning in order to have getting any gear drops from these quests, which is unfortunate. But I guess we're gonna get gear drops like crazy in RFC, so anything and everything will be greatly appreciated. I love how everybody just randomly buffs you. It's so nice. Black Silk Pack. Wow. I don't know what's up with the chat, man. Why everybody's so wrapped around the axle about whether you call it BC or you call it DM. Who gives a shit? Let's be real. And we want to go back to the crossroads. All right, cool. Blizzard knew what they were doing with these quest design because I really, really, really would not have wanted to run all the way to Thunderbluff. And that gave me every reason in the world to do it because I wanted the staff. So that worked out. And I even still contemplated it. I was like, nah, I really don't want to do that right now, but we got it done. That water tastes like crap. While we're flying, let's look for a video to watch. How are WoW players still defending this? Let's take a look at this one.
Hey guys, Manscaped and the Testicular Cancer Society have partnered up to introduce the TCS Special Edition Lawnmower 4.0 Below the Waist Trimmer, in hopes to remind men to check themselves once a month, and that together we can shave them to save them. So this lawnmower has the same amazing.
All the Adelblade Raiders triggered now, unless I'm. How are WoW players still defending this? Probably because they're still hungry for more of it. With the past few days, Vasmon talking about this, how are people still defending wasting time? When he talked about it, he initially played Final Fantasy and Lost Ark. What changed is he made all the Adelblade Raiders triggered now, unless I missed it. I just beat the most recent raid tier in Final Fantasy. You know how much time was spent between raiding, aka doing a rotation and killing the boss, and downtime. 20 seconds for pull, 5 for loading back after the wipe, 15 for the pull timer, which is only that long because of Dancer's damage buff, and each of these pulls is roughly 4 to 6 minutes. Let's say it averages out to 5 minutes, so after a 3-hour raid night, we have the following wasted time. So there's only 9 minutes of wasted time. Yeah, okay, all right, that's pretty fucking good. Asmon literally counted this shit out over a year ago when he compared raiding in Vault of the Wardens to Lost Ark in summer of 2022. I wonder why he hasn't really raided since. Maybe you WoW Andes should go watch the VOD. True. True, I've said this. I don't know why. Listen, MMO players take pride in having their time wasted by developers. That's just how it is. And it's always how it's been. MMO players are prideful about having their time deleted for arbitrary reasons. That's it. Raiding in Vault of the... I was raiding in Vault of the Incarnates. And I said that it was taking so long to do anything. Keep in mind, this seems like a really well-organized raid, not regular group or pug. Yeah, for sure, definitely. But, like, at least, I don't know, I'm amazed that I'm getting so much pushback for saying that I think that you shouldn't have to run back to a boss every single time you die. Like, I don't understand.
I just found out something that I really dislike. My Voidwalker is gone. That's not cool. I don't have a soul shard. So, I guess we'll just tank this. Hit this. Let dots finish him off. And now we get our Voidwalker back. I guess maybe, is there a way to dismiss Demon? I'm not sure. That'll give me my soul shard back.
Like, why I'm getting so much pushback on that, I don't get it. But I think it's just dumb WoW players. Didn't you love Classic? I did. But Classic's a completely different dynamic. True. So, for example, in Classic, I never run back to bosses. Do you know why? Because I don't wipe. Because it's Classic. If I had to sit there and wipe on a Classic raid boss and run back every single time, I wouldn't play the fucking game. The only reason I play it is because they're loot pinatas. Yeah, come on. Sunk cost fallacy for people who feel like they're wasting time with nothing to do with their life? Yeah, I don't know what to say. Push back for run back. Exactly. It's not even a question. But for some people, and supposed to play games with friends, meet new people, not waste time. True, true, true. Absolutely. Just remember, once you stop eating shit, you lose the right to comment on how bad shit tastes. That's right. And even if... dude, main WoW players are defending downtime and raids. Most people take issue with Asmon's other arguments, like fully removing LFR and Mythic and wanting to keep gear from previous tiers. Notably, the gear argument is particularly bad since the entire WoW community had a meltdown over having to use the 10.07 ring and Aeronog ring in 10.1 tier. Okay, so let's go ahead and explain this for somebody who doesn't understand it. So yes, I do think they should remove LFR, and I think they should remove Mythic. But if you say that with just a period, that's not really what I think. What I think is that the difficulty for LFR and normal should be combined. And I think that the difficulty for heroic and mythic should be combined, where you make the the content a little bit easier, and I think you make it to where there's less item level inflation. Too many differences, too many difficulties. Yeah, exactly. So like if you say that I want to remove LFR and mythic, like that's true technically, but it's a complete deliberate misunderstanding of what I think. It's a deliberate misunderstanding, and it's also a deliberate oversimplification to make it sound bad. Yes, I do think that, but the reason why is that I think they should be combined into two difficulties. At minimum. Preferably, I'd like to have one difficulty, and that's it. And also about wanting to keep gear from previous tiers. I actually didn't say that either. So whenever BWL came out, how many pieces of your gear did you replace in BWL? Actually, how many pieces of your gear did you keep once you finished BWL and you had BWL Bis? Probably 2 pieces, if you're a warrior, right? You had Onslaught Girdle and you had Band of Acuria. Was there anything else besides that you would hold on to? Thunder Fury, if you had Thunder Fury. Chromatic Boots? Well, BWL, you use Chromatic Boots. Yeah. DFT? No, I mean items that you kept from Molten Core. Like items that you received out of Molten Core that you would use for the entirety of BWL. Quick Strike Ring? Yeah. Pink Boots? Pink Boots, you're talking about the boots from Chromagus. Striker's Mark? Yeah, Striker's Mark as well. Well, what I'm saying is that there's a lot of these things that were not actually kept. And that's really what my point is that I don't think that you should have to keep all of the gear. And having a new raid tier come out, you do replace most of your gear, even in Classic WoW. All I'm saying is that I think that it's okay. And actually, this is like a secondary opinion. The main point that I was making about gear was actually that I felt like my gear got replaced. So it's not that I kept my gear into the next tier. It's that the next tier brought in content to the game. So this is kind of like, I think I can explain it better with like a graph. So probably this wouldn't work. Let's see. So like this is the heroic item level. And then this is the mythic item level, right? But then the next tier, let's see. Actually, I'm trying to remember like which expansion or which patch this was like. They're changing this next patch. By the way, old mythic will be equivalent to new LFR versus it being normal before. Wait, what? So you're saying they're making it worse? So what you're saying is that in the next tier is going to be orange. And then the next tier after this. Are you serious? If you're best in slot in Mythic Raid, you should be best in slot in Heroic Raid next patch. Yes. This is what I think that it should be. Okay. So this is what it is. This is the way that I think it should be. Okay? So you have normal, heroic, mythic, and then the next tier comes out. Only ever replace trinkets? No, that's not how it works. So, I don't think that you should ever have to go down to do heroic in order to get geared to do mythic for the next tier. And the reason why is that I think that it makes it feel, and this is the way that I feel, right? This is how I feel. Like, I raid for gear, Okay, like, you have to understand this. Like, I raid for gear, and the moment that they took gear out of raids, I stopped raiding. Because I never really liked raiding. I only did raids because it had the best gear in it. And so the moment that they got rid of that in like Legion or like in BFA, I just quit. Because why would I waste my time with this if I don't have to? Especially whenever I could get the same gear or better from PvP, like in Shadowlands at the beginning, or I could do it from Mythic Plus. They'll never do that because retail players hate going back for bits loot. This is going to be like a super unpopular opinion, especially from retail players, but I liked how in BFA, so, excuse me, in BFA, you had to go back and get Ashvane's Razor Coral and Dashara's Font from Emerald, from the Eternal Palace. Yep. I thought that was good for the game because it caused people to have to go back and do another raid. That's right. And so, yeah, it's good if Warforged doesn't exist. Yeah, sure. Your takes is so shit. Well, you can disagree with my opinion, but I just like that. Yeah, like, I'm not saying, like, again, you can, like, this is my opinion of what I would enjoy more in the game. And I also think that more people would enjoy this. Because...
Okay. If I'm understanding what he's saying correctly, I would have to agree. Replayability is a good thing. Bringing people together and having them want to do, wow, we got a fire wand, how cool. Wanting to do more content and going back and chasing that, you know, that carrot, in order to get a piece of gear that's going to last. I think it's a good thing. How many people continued to raid Molten Core just so they could get the bindings drop so they could get Thunder Fury? I mean, it made Molten Core stay relevant, even though the gear is not the best, it wasn't the greatest. It stayed relevant for the entirety of the expansion. Some people never got both bindings to drop. Some people got numerous bindings to drop. Kind of like, in order to get Hand of Rag, right? You needed what was it? The Eye of Sulphurus off of Rag. Which, FYI, I tried running it every week on my warrior for quite a long time, just so I could get the transmog. And guess what? I still don't have it. You know, I didn't run it religiously. I didn't run it every single week. But when I would remember, like, oh, it's Monday, Tuesday's reset, I need to go run MC so I can try to get that item to drop, and I still don't have it. I have the item already made, but I still don't have the piece in order to upgrade it. But it's a good concept, right? It's going to keep me going back to the raid as it did for all the people that raided Classic. I don't think it's a bad idea. I thought the idea of faded raids was cool. I thought that was neat. For the simple fact that you could go back and do previous raid tier, different raids, and get relevant loot. I think that's a good idea. That also increases playability or replayability. So yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with what he's saying.
I do think that there are a lot of people out there that play WoW who feel demotivated whenever a new raid tier comes out, and content that is substantially easier than what they earned their gear from before is now massively better and more rewarding than what they just got done doing. I feel like this is demoralizing, and it makes people feel like they are on an eternal treadmill. Because that's the way I feel. And that's the way I've read other people say, and this is just like my vibe check from playing the game for so long, right? Even though I'm not playing it at this exact moment right this second, but this is my experience. Can you remind why they added Warforged in the first place? Just so they give people more shit to do. Like, that's why. Another problem I've had in the past is finding people to do old raids for specific loot, which happened in Lost Ark, but otherwise agreed. Yeah. And I think that if you had, like, and that's the problem, right? Is that, like, if only one class needs to go back and get anything.
Warforged was the absolute worst idea Blizzard ever had. I mean, what a crock of shit that you could get something, you get a piece of loot and an easier piece of content. Or you get a item, but it's still not the best version of that item. It never made sense to me. It was nice when it procced for you, right? But if you were chasing that carrot and you never got it to proc, you never got a drop that, that way you could have the BIS item, especially when it came to weapons, things like that. I mean, that just feels bad. Warforged was terrible. One of the best ideas I think that was ever created was reforging, and that might be an unpopular opinion, but you can get a piece of loot, man, and regardless of what stats were on it, even if they weren't ideal, you can make it better, and you can make it work. I think is a substantially far better idea. But I may be alone in that camp. I thought reforging was cool. A lot of people hated it because they didn't feel like they wanted to do extra things to a piece of loot. They just wanted to be able to pick up and play. Well, I mean, sorry, but you're not always going to get the right drop. So better to have a drop than no drop at all, in my opinion. I thought reforging was cool. You make any piece of gear work, even if it wasn't ideal. Not everyone is chasing BIS. Sorry. Some people just want to play the game and have fun, like me. I don't care if I have the most optimal gear in the game. I'm not a min-maxer. I'm not trying to push parses in DPS fights. I'm sorry, not in DPS fights, but I'm not trying to push parses on raid tiers. Trying to be in that top 10 percentile or whatever the case may be. Like, that's not me. Not what I'm after. I had to give up on raiding, man, just simply due to time sink. And it's huge time sink, man. It's fun. It's fun chasing that dream. Getting your gear and hitting things harder, moving through the raid tier faster. It's fun. It's super exciting when you're bashing your head against the wall, trying to beat a specific boss using different tactics, coming together as a team, figuring out different strats. Like, stuff is super cool, man. That's what gets people coming back for more. But I guess I can see what he's saying. Like, if you have mythic raid loot from the previous tier, then why should heroic loot for the next tier, like, supersede everything that you just worked for? I guess is what he's getting at. I don't know if maybe I'm misinterpreting that, but that's what I'm getting.
Then it's kind of an issue. And especially whenever the raids are really annoying to do. Like, if raids are easier to do, like Trial of the Crusader, compare it to that. Like, Trial of the Crusader was, like, super easy to do, so it wasn't that hard to get groups for Death's Verdict. So it's like, making raids more accessible and easier to do makes it to where going back and doing the old raids is less punishing and annoying. It's like this because people need to play more and go back to the game more often. It's not a gameplay choice. Well, what I'm saying is that it does the opposite, right? Because whenever I feel like my gear... So this is like my logic. Is that right about here, like not at Mythic, but like right under it, you have Mythic Plus. And there is no reason for me ever to step inside a Mythic raid if Mythic Plus gear is equivalent. Did you like Titan Forging? I'm gonna hit you guys with a really, really, really hot take. I think they should bring back Titan Forging for all gear that's heroic and below. I don't think that they should bring back Titan Forging for Mythic Plus, for Mythic, like, top-end gear.
Go.
But I think that they should make it to where, like, World Quest can Titan Forge, normal mode raid gear can Titan Forge, and maybe even heroic mode raid gear can Titan Forge maybe +5. But like the high-end gear can't.
I could see that.
So yeah, that way it wouldn't fuck with like end game progression for people that like really want to get their bis, but at the same time, it would still allow people to have something to work towards, and it could create like, the thing is, I do think that there is an exciting element for people. Like, I remember my mom got like this ring at the beginning of Legion that was like the same item level as like higher, it was like 890 item level ring at the beginning of Legion. And like 895 was the cap, and she got it from a world quest, and she like used that forever. And like, she was kind of happy that that happened. I think that's kind of, music's a little loud. I'm not going to change it anymore. Like, I'm not going to go up and down every time the song changes. I'm not going to, no. This is how it's going to be. And so I have an Arcano Crystal with Socket and Leech. Oh, I do too, actually. Yeah. I think that raids are too hard. Don't most people play LFR, so it doesn't matter? I don't know. It's very hard to say. But anyway, this is why I get demotivated. So I don't think that all of the gear should carry over, but I think that your Mythic raid gear should be used to do more Mythic raids. You shouldn't need to use your Mythic raid gear to re-clear Heroic to get better Heroic gear than what you previously had from Mythic. I find this to be incredibly demoralizing, and it makes me feel like all of the effort that I put into the Mythic raiding went for nothing. Because I could have just waited until Heroic for the next tier and gotten this gear, and it would have been way better. So I don't feel good about making that progress. Does that make sense? Because I feel like it just got reset at that point.
That makes sense.
So I would like to go from Mythic to Mythic or from Heroic to Heroic. Rather than go from, apparently now we're going from Mythic to LFR. Like, LFR gear replaces the next level Mythic gear. Or previous level. That's how I felt at TBC. Yeah. Gear is so easy to get with the Vault and Mythic Plus, though. People don't need to set foot in a Mythic raid to get really good gear. Yeah, but why, like, but they should want to. You see what I'm saying?
Man, these Linux
People should
lockouts
want
are
to do Mythic
crazy,
raids.
dude.
And I think some of the big reasons why people don't want to do Mythic raids in WoW, it's pretty simple. Number one, Mythic raids should just be cross-realm on release. Just period. Because like a lot of people, they want to raid, but they can't because they're on a server where there's not a lot of people. Like, there's no reason that you can't have cross-realm raids. Like, I don't want to wait for the, 100 worst, like the 10 worst alliance guilds to kill a boss on Mythic. Like, oh my god, for Hall of Fame. This is so stupid. And yeah, they should also completely standardize Mythic lockouts, the same as they did with Heroic. It is a vestige of it didn't make sense 10 years ago, okay? I'll just put it like that. So it was stupid 10 years ago, it was already outdated by then, and it's still outdated. So that's another reason why they don't do it. Another reason as well is because Mythic raids require way more effort than Mythic Plus. They require you to get... It's the same reason why everybody does Arena and nobody does RBGs. Are there people that do RBGs? Yes. But there's way more people that do Arena. And Arena is also then getting cannibalized by Solo Shuffle. Because Solo Shuffle is easier to get into. You don't have to worry about these like meta comps as much. And you can just play your own fucking character. And that's why they're adding, Solo Queue RBGs. Exactly.
Solo Queue RBGs
Mythic is only for cosmetics.
I'm sorry. It's gonna be great.
Your take is outdated. It's no longer faction Hall of Fame. Do you think that changes what I'm saying? Okay, I'm glad that they fixed that. Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Is that
how many people are dying, man?
I'm glad they fixed that. Number one, I'm very glad they fixed that. But number two, why would that matter? Yeah, yes, it does change it actually. No, it doesn't, because I think you should be able to do it at the first day. So they need to remove lockout. Well, they should do both. They should make it to where you can raid cross-realm on the first day, or at least after the first week of Mythic. Like, if they didn't do it on the first week for the world first
Caddy Angels,
race,
thank you very much.
I wouldn't really care,
follow.
because I think it would just like, it would be such a minor inconvenience that it wouldn't really be that big of a deal.
Thanks.
But after the first week, I see no value to that. Like, I don't know why in the second week we can't just raid Mythic cross-realm. And really, why can't we just do that on the first week? Because how is being able to raid cross-realm actually going to affect Mythic first raiders or World first raiders?
It doesn't.
There's no real reason. Like, I'm glad they changed Hall of Fame, but it's still going to be an issue because waiting for 100 guilds to clear something is still going to take probably over a month. So you're telling people that raid cross-realm that are on servers that aren't that populated, you can't make any meaningful progression with your character for an entire month. So why the fuck would you want to raid?
Wouldn't.
Yeah, X-Realm raid should just not get Hall of Fame and let us raid. Yeah, exactly. I will say X-Realm will not matter week 1 for World First. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? It's like, maybe that's why, but like, yeah, I mean, any World First guild is going to account for that anyway.
Huh.
I think it's about BOEs and funneling items. Well, that's such a stupid reason. That's a terrible reason.
Yeah, that's
like, so they don't want people to funnel items? Like, what is this? BOEs aren't BOE anymore? Yeah, that's not true. Mythic is 6 item level higher than Heroic. Big fucking deal. I think it's a huge deal. Because why would I want to invest a huge amount of time into the game in order to Mythic raid? And also even Heroic raid, whenever the gear I'm getting isn't the best gear. I think people really downplay the amount of time investment that raiding takes.
Oh, yeah.
And because raiding takes such a big time investment, people don't want to do it unless they're getting the best gear in the game.
Well, absolutely.
And that's why Classic and like burning.
Why in the hell would you want to do anything in life where you're not going to get the benefit? That's like saying, well, I work really hard, but I work for less money than my counterparts, right? And the people that I work with, my coworkers. Like, why would I want to work harder than they do to get less money? It doesn't make sense, right? So on the same token, why in the hell would you want to spend all this time completing these raids and not get the best gear? Why would you not get the reward? I 100% agree with that sentiment. That's a solid point.
Burning Crusade worked. It's because you would do the raid and you would get the best gear in the game.
Yep.
And that's why so many people did it. And then you get rid of that, and now you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. And guess what? People stop doing it. People downplay the fact that a lot of people want the best gear, even if they don't do Mythic. Yes, exactly. People do want to get the best gear. And I don't think you can give people subpar or below the best gear for doing something that's like an organized activity that takes a lot of time.
I agree.
That means the content's bad then? No, it doesn't. There's a lot of people that don't do ultimates in Final Fantasy. It doesn't mean ultimates are bad. No. It just means that people are going to be motivated more by gear than by anything else. It's just common sense, right? They're concerned about new players that are not joining the game. There's a lot of reasons. But anyway, yeah, let's go back to this. Either way, this is the kind of stuff that, these are people that will, take what I say and then turn it into something I didn't say and then argue against it. I do want to remove LFR and Mythic, but in the context of doing that, I would want to make LFR a bit harder and normal a bit harder and Heroic probably about the same as it is now, maybe a little bit harder, like after nerfs and stuff. And then just make it to where there are 2 difficulties, right? So this is just an oversimplification of what I said. The gear argument, having all of the gear get replaced. I also think the WoW community is being unreasonable. Getting mad about having to use an item from the previous expansion or previous patch. I think this is stupid.
Pretty sure that
and
Kyle
I
could
think
use
that's better gameplay. Is to have to go back and do old raids to get certain special items. I think that's good for the game. I think it makes it more exciting, and it gives people more like meta goals to chase after. I think that's cool. And some people might disagree, that's fine. But at the end of the day, again, another person arguing with something I didn't say.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Really? EVE Online? I don't know. The biggest MMO scam ever.
The biggest MMO scam ever.
Okay.
Ever.
The arrival of Kickstarter and the unfulfilled desire for exciting new MMOs combined with Unreal Engine's capability to make absolutely anything look beautiful was the perfect formula for the introduction of MMO scams into the world.
Absolutely.
Today we're going to talk about the 5 most interesting MMO scams to exist so far.
Wait a sec. I think I've watched this already. Let's see. I think I want to watch a podcast. Wait a second. WoW Hardcore, an MMO that recognizes casual players.
There are 4 things most of us who play MMOs look for in order to get enjoyment out of the game. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to call them the 4 cornerstones of an MMO. These 4 cornerstones all relate to each other and I think have to be present all together in order to work. These 4 cornerstones are the goal, the challenge, the reward, and the recognition. There's not much to explain here, it's pretty straightforward. Goal is the target you set for yourself, it's something you can push towards and, most importantly, achieve. Challenge is what happens during the goal, it's something that tests us, makes us think, sweat, grind, etc. It's what makes the goal worth achieving. Reward is the shiny thing at the end, it's a mount, an item, a number. Finally, recognition, and this is the tricky one, because it involves an element outside of the game itself. It's how other people view the goal you just achieved and, if it works correctly, a certain appreciation for what you accomplished. Let's take a few examples here using current retail WoW. I think most people would agree that some of the pillars, perhaps the most important of pillars of modern WoW, the reasons we play, would include collecting, raiding, parsing, and for the very elite, racing. The goal in collecting is very simple. You target a certain thing in the game you want to collect, be it mounts, pets, transmogs, titles, whatever, and you start collecting them. The challenge here is usually the grind. There are a lot of mounts, for example, in World of Warcraft, and the ones worth getting usually have a pretty low chance to drop. The reward is the collection at the end, and the recognition, well, like I said, this is the tricky part. If you're a top 1% collector, you'll get some recognition for sure. Whip out a series of ridiculously rare mounts enough times in the middle of a big city, and eventually someone will be impressed. But for the majority of casual collectors, there's not much recognition to be gained here. Raiding, parsing, and racing can be summed up similarly. The goal is clear. The challenge is the raid itself, and in terms of parsing and racing, it's the competition against other players and guilds. The reward is an item, it's a number, it's a time. And once again, in terms of recognition, if you're in the top 1%, there is actually a lot to be had here. The race to world first is the manifestation of this, a goal with so much recognition to be had that there's a whole show built around it now, with commentators, sponsors, the whole 9 yards essentially.
Just chill, okay? Just chill. We're gonna just keep them alive. Keep the infinite duress alive. Just external them, I'll call their name. External them, external them.
Nothing better. There's nothing better than that feeling. That's so good.
But there's a commonality all of these pillars in retail WoW share, and that's how difficult it is to achieve something, well, difficult. I had a very minor glimpse of this back in 2010 when I was part of the first Horde guild on our server to clear 10-man Lich King Heroic. What was the recognition I gained? Well, it was some messages of congratulations in our guild chat and a single forum post up on the WoW forums noting that the Horde had finally cleared Lich King Heroic. It's a mere drop in the ocean of fame, but boy did it taste sweet at the time. But I had to work for that. That little tiny drop, I worked my arse off for that. We raided 3, sometimes 4 times a week for over 4 hours in the evening. I was in my early 20s at the time and so I could commit. But nowadays, with a job and a kid, there's no way in hell I could put that time into trying to get that little drop of recognition again. And, let's be honest, the scene has improved so much since then that even if I did have the time, I'm still not sure I could manage it. So I think it's fair to say that recognition in WoW these days is the sticking point when it comes to the cornerstones. Even the tiny, little, local recognition that I had back in 2010 is pretty difficult to get if you're in any way a casual player. So what has this got to do with WoW Hardcore? Well, I think, for a time at least, WoW Hardcore is able to deliver the 4 cornerstones to even the most casual of MMO enjoyers. The goal: level to 60 without dying. The challenge: time investment. sloppiness, luck, your lack of classic knowledge, other players' stupidity. The reward, the number 60 beside your portrait. The recognition. Okay, so we're back to this little stickler. Before I make my argument for this, I want to show you a little clip I took from a streamer named Joker. Joker's been a WoW streamer for a long, long time. This guy probably has more game time on WoW than my 3-year-old son does on this earth. The point is, he's seen it all. Nothing is really going to surprise him anymore. So here's the clip. It's him inspecting another player while he's playing the hardcore challenge.
Wait, he actually has better boots. Never mind. I wasn't gonna give them anyway. I was kidding. He has really good boots. Wow. Wait, you have a helmet? Oh, wait. Isn't that from the quest? That's from the quest, right? Like, yeah, Morbin Fell. Dude, what a gamer. This is actually a big W for Alliance. You can get a sick helmet at, like, level 30. Or doesn't have a helmet you can get, right? Like that. I don't think so. That's a fat helmet.
Oh, I hope I don't die.
What?
I hope I don't die. I hope I don't die here.
Gamer. Okay, he's playing it up a little bit, but there is something here. This streamer, streaming to, I think at the time, around 6,000 viewers, I think he was genuinely impressed that this rando had a hat. A hat from a quest. All this rando had to do was complete a quest, albeit a difficult one, and you have this popular WoW streamer commenting on it. Joker is playing to an audience here, you know, that's his style, but the fact that he is opening to inspect, looking through this guy's gear, there is I think a genuine moment of him being impressed at this rando. And what is that if it isn't recognition?
Check our 6.
And more so, recognition for doing something any of us casuals could do. I'm going to show you another clip now along similar lines. This time it's coming from an even bigger streamer, a guy called Asmongold, as he's commenting on a series of death clips. The one I want to focus on here, and the one I've clipped, is a run in Moradon and it's gone wrong. The group has pulled too many mobs and they're in trouble. The perspective of the video here is from the rogue in the group, and I want you to watch Asmongold's reaction to the rogue in particular. It's pretty obvious.
Harpies back here.
Uh-oh, he got them vines out. Kill the what the hell is he blinking around for? Bro, what's this? What the hell are they doing? Honestly, this rogue's playing it pretty well. He blinded one, stopped attacking, gouged the other, is pulling it off of this guy. This rogue's doing pretty well.
A little nervous here because there's lots and lots of
I love how everybody's attacking a different mob. Oh, there's one down. Okay, nice. See, look, he's even got evasion up. This is really smart. Look at that. Was that the was that riposte? Don't even think about it. You deserve to live. This guy actually deserves to live. He 100% deserves to live. Do not let him die. What a fucking god. What an absolute fucking god. He did everything that he needed to do. He did it just right. He played it. Oh my god, bro. What a wizard. That's what you like to see right there.
Okay, so similarly, Asmongold here is playing this up for the audience, as he likes to do, like a streamer, you know, would and should do for the audience. But in what context outside of WoW Hardcore would a streamer streaming to over 20,000 people be watching a video of a Moradon run and be calling someone, quote unquote, an absolute god? This rogue did well for sure, but he's not part of Team Liquid in a race to world first. He's not parsing 1% in the latest mythic raid. He's just a guy in a level 45 dungeon. This guy could be playing the game for 3 hours a week and he could get the same reaction. He could be me. He could be you. That's why I think WoW Hardcore is taking off at the moment. which is funny because it's nothing like its actual name. You know, you look at hardcore and you think this is for the most, elite of WoW players.
No.
But I think it's the complete opposite. I think WoW Hardcore gives something for us casuals to achieve again.
Yes.
Leveling to 60 without dying is not the most difficult challenge World of Warcraft have to offer, but it is a challenge.
Absolutely.
And for now, and the next few months at least, if you're above level 30, 40, you will command a certain tiny degree of respect. If you're a level 60, some people will be impressed. And what's more, it's an achievement that has certain legs to it as well, because not only is reaching 60 an achievement, but maintaining 60 while you gear up is similarly impressive. If you have a few pieces from Stratholme, Scholomance, hell, if you have something from Molten Core or some of the even more difficult raids, people are going to be impressed, even though, like, these raids have been mocked since 2019. You think you're a big man doing Molten Core. Why don't you come to retail where it's really challenging? Da, 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 da. Now, because you're not allowed to die, there is something to be impressed about it. I played WoW on release, and the higher level players were genuinely revered while the game was new. But as the game went on and we got more and more 60s, it stopped meaning as much because everyone with enough time would get there eventually. Even the worst WoW player, or now I'm not conflating the two, but the most casual WoW player, they're all going to hit 60 eventually. But with WoW Hardcore, there's a certain bar to hitting 60. You are not guaranteed to hit 60, even if you put in all the time in the world, It might be very unlikely if you play extremely safely, but there is a chance that you're going to die and you're going to go back to level 1. Whereas in non-hardcore WoW, there is zero chance that you won't hit 60 if you put enough time in. That's just how the game works. And like I said, there's a bar to maintaining level 60. You can have the worst level 60s in the world playing retail WoW and doing dungeons and wiping constantly. You don't get that in WoW Hardcore. If you do badly in a dungeon, you wipe and you go back to 1. Now, really importantly here, I'm not trying to say that, listen, all level 60s in WoW Hardcore are incredibly impressive players. There are absolutely some terrible players that will get to 60.
Sorry, dude.
But the point I'm trying to make is there's a bar there. There's a certain bar there that there's not in retail WoW. And that bar does give you some amount of recognition, especially while this server is new. I'm not saying that level 60s in WoW Hardcore are going to receive the same adulation as level 60 back in 2004. We're never getting back there. But the point is that while these official servers are fresh, it does mean something. It means something. And when you consider how little being max level means in literally any popular MMO these days, having a game where being max level gives you a little bit of credibility, I think that's pretty cool.
Goodness.
And you, the person with 7 kids working a 70-hour job that also part-times as an under-14s coach on the weekends, you casual, you can achieve that in all your casual glory. You can be that level 31 gamer wearing a helmet in Duskwood.
Gamer. It's nice.
FX's Welcome to Wrexham premieres tonight at 10 on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Classic WoW Hardcore has been released.
Here we go.
The official servers. Uh-oh. This is like the Olympics for people with very slow reaction time. Okay, so we've got a rogue attacking a guy through a wall so he can't use his abilities. And he's has evasion on while the mob's attacking him from behind so he can't dodge. And he's just aggroed a third mob. Isn't that bad? Oh, he turned around.
Can they shoot through him?
Oh, he turned around. Oh, wow.
Why can they shoot through that shit? Wait, I don't have vanish. I'm dead. I don't have vanish. LOS. Oh my god, I don't have vanish. 4 seconds. I fully panicked.
Okay. I think we need to watch something else because that's one of those things that you need to. What can we watch? What can we watch? Let's go up here. Hopefully not aggro anything for a second. Let's see. Two bears, one cave. Bears versus wild animals. What are your charges? What's this?
Whether you want to increase sales, generate leads, or build brand awareness, Google Ads can reach new customers and make your budget go further, like Beekman1802, who earned a 400% ROI. Sign up to Google Ads today.
Crucial, man.
Whether you're starting up or scaling up, work happens everywhere. With Shopify's mobile app, you can handle your business anywhere. Build and update your online store. Manage orders and inventory. Track and grow your sales. And handle whatever else your business needs.
Gonna get me killed, man.
This week on YMH.
This is probably the greatest thing I've found on social media in a long time.
Let's see what these guys are putting out there.
Good.
And just so, ladies, when you're listening right now, you're watching, these guys are available. And would you go hard every meal? Were you like a big, like you just would just...
Like, how did I get this fat?
I mean, like... Sure.
Yeah.
I see 4 laughs. Hold on.
Daddy.
That might have just been a part of the show.
Yeah.
Welcome to your mom's house.
This episode is sponsored by Satva. Go to satva.com/theshit for $200 off your next purchase.
And we are back. Welcome to another episode of Your Mom's House. I slept a lot. I'm Tommy Buns. She's Christine. How are you?
I'm so good. You slept like the dead.
Yeah,
And normally I hear you ripping. You did not even rip.
I know.
You were like a log, dead log. It was crazy.
Yeah.
What happened to you? You're just finally home and so relaxed?
So relax. I also slept nothing the night before.
Yeah.
So I went to bed really late, got up early for a flight. And you know those days where you sleep like 3-4 hours?
Yes.
And then so when I finally got to bed, it was just other level. Yeah.
Horrible.
I put my mouth tape on.
Oh, you're hostage. That's why you didn't rip.
Yeah, I put mouth tape on.
Oh, man. That stuff's
That
the best.
stuff really works.
It really works. I woke up with my mouth wide open.
Yeah.
Was I ripping?
Couldn't tell you.
I was
in
on my
another-
back, like,
I was in another dimension.
Yeah.
It was great sleep.
I was talking to a guy who was telling me about military training when you're in the army and you do your, what is that, when you boot camp?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, they sleep deprive you for days. I'm like,
Oh man, I remember when I was in training before I went overseas. It was really, really rough.
Yeah.
They would come in at like 5 a.m. playing drums and get us all in line and just have us, go on like a run immediately, sit in the cold water by the ocean. It was crazy. We did
that was wild. Was that for your SEAL training?
Yeah, that's when I was in Bud school, and then when I was in Army Ranger school, we would they'd wake us up and make us parachute at like 5 o'clock.
Wow. And
It was
that's
crazy.
tough but a good thing you did it when you were young.
Yeah.
Because imagine doing it at this age.
No, I mean, I'm able to still obviously participate because I go
Yeah.
at different combat zones. But yeah, all my training was.
But I was going to say that all this training that you did in your 20s is now paying off because I feel like you can take the sleep deprivation and the time zone
Exactly.
changes
Yeah.
because you've been trained as a Navy SEAL.
It's all in the training. It's what I tell people. It's all in the training. If you're not willing to do the work to train, you're not gonna.
You're not going to. You're not
Champions
gonna
are made in the practice field. There's a lot to go over. I feel like we should kind of get
Oh
moving.
my gosh, I can't wait. I'm so
very
I
excited for
found some-
today's guests, and yeah.
The guests are amazing, but even more so, I found some incredible talks that
Yeah.
I'm just chomping at the bit to share.
Here we go.
The vagina starts to mature between 29 for early bloomers and 35 for late bloomers.
Really?
Yes, and that's why you find
Mature.
women mature in regards to the structure of it and the texture and how it feels. And that's why you find women who are in their 40s will always have tastier vaginas than women in their 20s.
Tastier.
Tastier. And the people who can confirm this are the younger guys who are going for the older women who are apparently called cougars. These are facts.
Yeah.
These are just facts.
Science, brah.
Who is Rnger? Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand! Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
Mom.
We are progressing quite nicely through this.
Mature. Babe, my vagina's tastier than 20-year-old vagina. I don't believe that. I don't buy that.
I don't know about that.
Well, here, let's put it this way. Hold on, listen to me.
I haven't lapped up a 25-year-old one in a while.
But I bet mine was way better. Here's my reasoning. Like,
Yeah.
you know when you meet a puppy, like I met a puppy,
Ugh.
and its teeth are so white,
Yeah.
and the breath doesn't even smell.
The breath is nice.
'Cause it's
puppy
n-
breath.
it's
yeah,
new.
It's like you actually go like you actually want to be in there.
You
And,
whiff it. It's like fabric
you do.
softener.
You're like, yeah.
But
and then you
the-
take your finger and you kind of go like that.
Stupid. But then you've had the dog for like 12, 14 years, and that mouth is
Oh my
a
god!
septic tank.
It's a fucking fish market.
Yeah.
End
Like-
of day fish market.
Yeah.
Too. You're like, god damn.
So I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm not buying it based on my science
Well,
of dog mouths.
I would listen to this man who doesn't know what he's talking about 100% and use it to raise your self-esteem, you know? Be like, that's right.
Yeah.
This Nigerian guy for sure knows.
But you know why he's doing it? It was always our theory of like he knows
his angle.
he can't get the 20-year-olds, but he can get a gang
It's-
of 40-year-olds who are
it's
like,
his
this guy
angle.
thinks my pussy tastes sweeter.
I know. And then what happens is he does this speech to some chick who's like, nah. He's like, can I sample? May I sample? And then he eats around. He's like, it's so tasty. So,
It's
you know,
much tastier.
yeah. And then she's like, wow, I didn't really
Yeah.
realize that. Yeah. And then she tells her friends, and then they go, he just tricked you into letting him eat your box.
This Nigerian guy ate my
Yeah.
box.
Pretty cool. I think he's
Yeah.
actually. Oh, there's
I don't know
more.
what he
Sorry.
is. Yeah.
They've just realized that that's
but
where the
now
gold is.
Yes, but now the problem is the men who are supposed to be viewing this older, mature woman as that seductive woman who has endless passion and taste, they have a different perception. They called her my wife, mother of my children.
Yeah.
And you know what happens to a lot of African men when they go down that road? You start looking at her different. She's no longer your sex kitten or your playmate. She's now your respectable woman in the house. Even a woman who's 38 who has kids. Other men are looking at her. You are flavored pussy. I want you. But the husband's going like, no. That's my wife. Respectable woman.
I see what he's doing.
You get it?
Yeah. It is all an angle, though.
It's an angle.
Yeah. Clever.
Because it's true. Once you have kids and your pussy's torn up and you're tired and mangled, and that progesterone drops and perimenopause sets it, like you're not juiced up. I was way better in my 20s.
Yeah.
Sexually and everything.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I'm apologizing as in like, I'm sorry I failed you as a woman.
Well, you know what? You keep trying. You don't have to give up.
I do try. I stay in the game.
Yeah.
I try to keep my weight down. I'm on the low level T.
Mhm.
Take my supplements and stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just keep putting out, keep doing things.
I do put out. I still put
Just
out.
keep trying new things, keep stretching, you know.
Stretching.
Jaw, legs.
Stupid.
Stupid. Yeah. No, you're doing great. You're doing great with your very tasty 40s vagine.
Yeah.
This guy's out of his mind.
Yeah, it tastes
He's
like
a tasty or mature.
It's
puss.
not. It's just we're all rotting, decaying right now.
We are, yeah.
Meat rotting on the bone, dude.
Yeah.
Just getting closer to death. There's no way.
Got a few weeks to live.
Yeah, at best.
At best, yeah.
I don't think so.
Just live those best years right now, those moments. Don't be anti-trans and just just try to be a good person. This is like cool person. This is
forever.
You know what they tell you? They always say you never know, honestly, how long you're going to live.
Right.
You don't know, and seize the day. Do what you love. Do what you love. And if you know, it's like, what's the thing? You go, I wish I could have the croissant. You go, just do it.
You could die tomorrow.
You could die tomorrow. Eat your croissant. This guy has the same idea. Okay.
I was in this corner for a while and I noticed the guy was staring at me through that little hole, and I couldn't tell if I was being paranoid or if he was just reading a book and he just happened to be in that little corner. Anyways, it felt like anywhere I moved, he kept following me. I definitely didn't expect him to do this. Like, what the actual fuck? Then you notice that he goes over and does the same thing to this girl, and he'll crouch down low and pretend like he's doing something and then smell? I don't know.
He's whiffing that 40-something-year-old Jay.
But this was our interaction.
What are you doing?
I was so freaked out when I turned around and saw him literally under me, so freaking close to me. So I decided to tell the front desk.
Whether you want to increase sales, generate leads, or build brand awareness, Google Ads.
So, guess what?
What?
There's an update.
No.
37-year-old Glendale man who was arrested just last week for allegedly peeping into a home was arrested again Thursday on suspicion of failing to register as a sex offender.
Oh, no.
According to Glendale Police Department, Khalees Crowder was arrested Friday on suspicion of peeping into a residence in Glendale while a family, including children, were at home. Police say Crowder pleaded no contest to a peeping charge on Monday and was sentenced to 60 days in jail in order to enter into a sex rehabilitation program. However, Crowder was quickly released from custody. As part of his sentence, Crowder was ordered to register as a sex offender, but police say he failed to do so, prompting him to be arrested again Thursday. According to police, Crowder was being held in the Glendale City Jail in lieu of $20,000 bail. Investigators say Crowder has a long history of peeping, prowling, and residential burglaries dating back to 2011. He has been arrested multiple times and served 8 years in prison. Most recently, Crowder made headlines for an alleged stalking incident captured on video.
Oh, dear.
Michaela Witter said she was stalked by Crowder at a Barnes & Noble. Her TikTok of the incident now has more than 5 million views. In the video, he is seen crouching down near her legs. He said he's tying his shoes. She looked like he was smelling her from behind. And there's our boy.
Wow, look at those ears.
Arrested for sniffing butts at Barnes & Noble. But here's the thing, man. Do what you like.
Do what you like.
Do what makes you
Well,
happy.
and can you really blame him? Because she's in her late 30s and her vagina's smelling and tasting
It's
better
almost
than
tasty.
ever.
It's almost very tasty. She has yet to hit 40. But once she does, then
Yeah.
it'll be the tastiest it's ever been.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame the guy. It's called science. Wow, this guy's super cool. And he's been there for 8 years.
Prison? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done 8 years in prison.
You know, I don't agree with a lot of what Putin does in Russia.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if you've heard, but Russia has been killing animals.
Yeah, or castrating them, right?
Castrating them. Castrating.
Chemically castrating.
Chemically, and I think Putin's on the right track
I
here.
actually think he's 100% doing some things that are right. And Russia, you know, Russia doesn't fuck around.
No.
Probably too much they don't fuck around, but on
They don't
things
fuck
like
around
that.
at all, yeah.
Yeah, that that type of approach to
Yeah.
managing the law.
It's kind of great. I mean, there's no solution for as your father would say, or I'm sorry, the minorly attracted is what we call them in America. But there's no solution for them.
Yeah.
Either you be lenient and you try to understand it and educate them, but you can't.
Yeah.
You should just cut their nuts off. I think that's the better solution here.
Chemically castrating is a positive. I don't see how anybody can make a case against that. That is what you should do, you know?
Well,
the Saudis chop hands off of thieves.
great.
I
For
don't have a problem with
shoplifting,
that,
you get
yeah.
your hands cut off. It
I don't,
makes
think, I
a
don't
lot of
see a
sense.
problem with that.
Yeah, I think it kind of would work.
Yeah.
Because just like they solved the gay problem in Russia, there's no gays in Russia.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
Just make it illegal, dude.
There's I think it was Iran that said we don't have gays.
Of course not. Once you
They're
outlaw it, it just stops happening.
It doesn't exist here. That's your problem.
Yeah. Maybe we need to make a law
Yeah.
against these.
Yeah. There's no such thing.
There's no
because
such thing.
We killed them all. Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of the law.
Sure. This guy needs to be castrated.
Yeah.
We're done. I think 8 years in prison for being a
Chemically
pervert.
castrate you.
Come
Yeah.
on, douche. He's not being rehabilitated. It's not happening for him.
But just so you know, if you do go into prison, the chance for finding love doesn't end there. You can still put your message out that you're getting out, or maybe you're not, but you want to find love, because I
That's
think we
right.
all deserve love. Even,
Everybody.
even inmates. And luckily, we have found that there are inmates posting their dating profile videos
That's right.
from inside.
On Instagram, which
Yeah.
is very rare. Usually it's the talk.
Yeah.
But this gem I found on the Insta, I can't believe, I don't want to curse it. It'll probably get taken down.
Yeah.
But I don't know how, but this is probably the greatest thing I've found on social media in a long time.
Yep.
And I've been thinking about it for a week, and I've been dying to share it with
Let's
you
get
guys.
into it. Let's
Yeah,
see what
it's
these guys are
so
putting out there.
good.
And just so, ladies, when you're listening right now, you're watching, these guys are available. Okay.
Very available.
Hello, hey, my name's Christopher. Everybody calls me Wingnut. As you can tell, I'm incarcerated. I'm just in here looking for people to write and get to know.
Sure.
Anyways, I love to draw.
Oh.
Here, let me show you one of my drawings.
Oh, he's an artist. I love that. I love artists. Whoa, that's really good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Dude.
And so if you're just lonely, you're looking for somebody to write, hit me up.
All right. Wingnut's got some skills.
Yeah, Wingnut, you know what I also saw on this woman's TikTok? She's like, if you're going to prison, you need to cultivate a skill. You need to bring your skill set to prison. And she lists drawing as one of those. So if you can do hair, for instance, or
Yeah.
give manicures, but drawing, that's pretty an elite skill. It's
That
good.
is the thing. If you know you're getting locked up, you better be good at something.
Yo, what would your lockup
I'd be
skill?
in real trouble.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Telling fart jokes.
I can make you guys laugh. And then like,
he's like, you can make us come.
Yeah, exactly. Make us laugh while we come. Yeah.
What could you do? You
time
could
to
maybe
turn on the
exercise
mature
with them. You're good at
content
exercising. No,
No
You
way.
could give cool haircuts. You
I
give
mean,
yourself
they
that
would,
haircut.
it would be a thing if you really are genuinely funny, you make everybody laugh. But that's kind of like a thing that's discovered. It's like you hang out with somebody, they go, "This dude's funny," you know. Like
I know.
that reminds me of school where like once people are like, "Hey," they're like, "Yeah, that dude's really funny," you know. You make people, but you can't go in there like that's my skill set.
Well, they're not gonna like let you do shows.
No, they're not. Well, actually, I have heard of that happening too.
Really? Where the inmate can do
eventually,
a set?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that's kind of okay. Well, then wait a minute. We found our skill.
But that's the thing is, it's going to happen like once a quarter or a year or something, and it's going to be like a whole thing where you got to be like one of the best behaved inmates, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like a reward for you and for the like. That's a once in a while thing.
And you probably can't make fun of the COs, which is all you want to do.
Yeah, I don't know. They might allow it. I think you just don't want to incite
Yo,
violence.
But you do like one banger show
Yeah, I know.
a year, and you're like the hero
I know.
of the block.
That's true. It's true.
Dude, that'd be so
But I
rad.
think you actually just need another skill set. You got to be able to like cook,
practical,
or draw or something. Man.
Shit.
I know. I feel like I would definitely be in trouble.
I'd be such a loser. I just have to like I'd be someone's
but
girlfriend.
Yeah, you do her laundry and stuff, and
You don't want to be somebody's bitch, but yeah, I might have to be.
but I think it's different for women because you're not
As much.
you're not like some chick who really digs you, wants you to be her girlfriend, is not going to be like, all right, I'm going to fucking kill you if this doesn't like. But guys are like that, you know. Like that chick will be like, can't believe you don't have feelings for me no more, you know. Like super pissed, but she's not gonna. She's gonna be
But-
like, all right, you like the other bitch? Fuck you then, Christine.
Yeah, I would hook up with the most powerful woman on
Yeah,
the
that's
block,
smart,
but then
yeah.
I'd have to eat her box. But the
Yeah.
good news is her pussy tastes sweeter if she's older.
Yeah, she's been locked up for a long time. Yeah.
So that would be
It's been
good.
marinating in
been-
happy juices.
And can you imagine too? I've also in this prison talk.
Yeah.
I've learned that like showers aren't a leisurely activity. Like you get in, you get out. So nobody's really smelling great. Their boxes are probably really ripe, dude.
I know.
So anyway, I like Christopher. So far, let's play the prison
Yeah,
dating
who do you
game.
want to date? Wingnut.
So
So far,
far-
Wingnut's a good choice.
I think he's good. He's sensitive. He can draw. I like his approach.
Kind of wish we knew what they were incarcerated for.
It's a huge
You know,
deal breaker.
It's a
for me.
big tell. All right,
That is
here
a
we
big
go.
tell. And how long?
Yeah, let's see here.
How long will Wingnut?
Call me Mundo. I'm 34 years old, and I'm into pretty untrustworthy girls. I got a thing for them. If you ever been called trash, that's my kind of treasure. If you ever been called a hoe, you ain't. People just jealous of you because they ain't out there living their life. Anyways, you got daddy issues. Hit me up.
Yeah, dude, Mundo.
Dude, Mundo.
This guy's the bomb, dude.
Mundo's asking for broken girls.
Yeah. 34?
But he knows, dude. This
Not
is from
gonna
this
say
is
that.
experience. This
Yeah.
guy knows that like he's into drama.
Oh, he loves
wants
it.
he wants problems, you know?
Likes his
And
dick
he
out.
knows that's not from a good girl. That's like a bad girl is going to bring you lots of problems.
But isn't that already a given? If you're perusing the prison Instagram,
Yeah.
like you're already fucked in
And
the head.
he's so smart, I think, because he was direct.
Yeah.
It's a big thing they tell you too. If you're entering the dating world, what people do is they pretend to be someone else.
Don't do it.
Or they'll say, I like this, and they don't like. He's just like, are you trash? Do people say you're a hoe? Hit me up. And some girl is like, yeah, some guys do say that about me. You know, they say I'm a hoe. Boom.
Yeah, he's even got a line. He's like, other people's trash is my treasure. Like,
Yeah.
he's been rolling this line for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's what I like about Mundo.
Yeah.
Now I'm convinced he's the one for me because he's so, Jesus.
Yeah.
That was really loud, Liquid Death. I lost my train of thought. That was such a loud open. The fact that he's so inclusive
Yeah.
and accepting of my flaws, like, I'm already down.
Exactly.
Because you want the guy that's like, you're not fat.
That you don't have
you're
to
not-
pretend to be something
I feel like
else.
I have to pretend to be normal so much. With
Yeah.
you, I'm always like, oh boy, he's going to think I'm crazy. But you already know I'm crazy, right?
So Mundo, is he your number one now?
Oh man, I mean, I like his acceptance. However, I do wish he had a skill, an artist skill, because I do relate
Well,
to
maybe
the
he
artist.
does have a skill. He just didn't show it there.
Okay.
You know?
I think Wingnut's a little more stable. I do
think so,
like a
too.
stable choice.
And also, Mundo's going to be pissed that you're not creating problem. He really wants, seriously, he wants drama.
And can I tell you, I do think that an inmate is an ideal partner. Now, hear me out. A lot of women will be like, what? He's down. Yeah, but he's just thinking about you, girl, all day.
All day, every day.
You and like the other 5 hoes that he's got on rotation. That's cool. Like he's just in there writing me letters,
letters, bro.
thinking about me. Jane is D to me. Like it's the ultimate devotion that I
Totally.
require.
Devotion is
I
right.
want that.
My name is Clark. 38. I'm an Aquarius. I'm from Idaho. Newly relocated to Arizona. I like comedy movies, scary movies, heavy metal,
Hell yeah.
fast bikes, mountains and trees. I love snowboarding. I love poetry. A lot of music lyrics. I love heavy metal. So I'm just looking for somebody to talk to. Intelligent, good conversation.
Clark and I have a lot of the same interests.
Actually, yeah.
And he mentioned
He likes-
heavy metal twice.
He likes nature, but he likes lyrics.
I like lyrics too.
Yeah, likes nature, outdoors.
May recently relocated.
Newly relocated. Yeah.
So he's so calm and chill.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, but aggravated assault is the chart. Like you can
Oh,
see
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy flip, right?
Oh, yeah. But this is the difference is like,
Oh,
you know, he's
shit,
putting
Clark,
on his
he's
like,
cool.
his dating face. This is his
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm pretty chill, dude. I like this.
This podcast is fantastic. Here. Here. Kira. She's just over here just kissing me. Hi. Hi, Shadow. Hi. Hi. The doggo break while we fly. Huskies are the sweetest dogs ever. Come here. Come here. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Hi. So this is Shadow. He's our rescue husky. And he keeps breaking out of my backyard. Daddy's spending a lot of money in order to keep you. Yeah, I am. I'm spending lots of money in order to keep you. Yeah. He's a sweet boy. Good dog. Just escape artists like huskies are known for. So we're gonna have to keep him inside again until we can get the new gate installed. which I really don't want to buy because I already put in a chain link fence for you. You keep breaking out. Yeah, you do. But this poor guy was living in a dirt lot under an RV, not getting much love, not getting much attention. He's very skinny. He's getting fed now. He's a good boy, and he's really good with my kids. He's destroyed a couple of things, and I don't like that. It's not his fault. As you can see, he's very, very sweet. We're guessing that he's about a year old, but not really too sure how old he is. Yeah, and say hi to the camera. Say hi. What's up, stream? You wanna go outside? Huh? Yeah? You wanna go potty? It's time, huh? Yeah, it's time. Come on, we'll take you outside. My dogs are already going. All right, I'll be back. I'll take the doggos out. Doggy break. Okay, I'll be back. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. on.
Snowboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the outdoors.
It's like
know?
you.
Yeah. Everything's fine. You're like, I don't know.
Come into my web, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
deceiving the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like to. So there's two approaches. There's the one that's like straight up, like hit me up. I want to tap that ass.
Mm-hmm.
Or Clark, who's like, let's just be pen pals. Let's just see where it goes. I just want to get to know you, girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's entering the door. Like we're just gonna chat.
Sure.
That's not what it's about.
That's not what it's about. Okay.
I don't buy Clark. I like you, but
Yeah.
so far Mundo or Wingnut.
Let's see here.
Hey, what's up? I'm Levon. I'm looking for my next heartbreak. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just a real one looking for a pen pal to keep me company, maybe catch a vibe with. I'm real not because I got tattoos or I'm locked up. I'm real because I'm honest, loyal, dependable. I made mistakes. I've had setbacks, but I learned from all of them. So when I get out, I'm ready to just settle down and have a good life.
Hell yeah.
You feel my vibe? Jay paid me already. I'm a rare breed. Hope to hear from you soon.
Damn.
You know what he's figured out, Levi, is that you know, he conveys information in concise ways. He just tells you the whole thing. I'm real. I'm loyal. I've made mistakes. I've had setbacks. I'm looking for someone to vibe with. Like he gets to it.
Yeah.
So he's not wasting time, right? That's one of the things that he's just direct. But here's the other thing: you don't know shit about him.
No, that's what's
This
scary.
this conveys absolutely nothing.
You're right.
Because you just want to vibe.
He wants to vibe. Yeah, it's an emotional connection. He's like he would. That's what women like, though.
Right.
I bet you.
There's a lot of discovery that'll happen in these first few letters. Yeah. No.
Right. Let's see. What can we make? Those are quite expensive. What's our other options here? I don't have anything other than this. No. Now we'll spend the 10 silver, I guess. I don't even know how many skill points that gets me. What do I even need? What do I need to get to the next thing? Green woolen vest, simple kilt, linen boots. $95 gets us new feet. Some shoulders. I think we need to start farming some wool cloth. I think I just need to chill. I think we'll actually start storing up some of this linen cloth in the bank. We're going to be patient. Going to be patient here. Going to wait. Ooh, going to like by 7. Stand by 26. Get our main warlock ability in order to do this drain tanking thing. Which we could have already had, but you know, running back and doing all this training and spending all this gold sucks. All right. Curse of weakness, curse of recklessness. And curse of wreck is cool. Boy, shit's getting expensive. What else we got here? Shadow bolt. All right. corruption rank 2. That's good. Drain life. There we go. I just realized I didn't have health funnel on the thing there. Oof, we trained 2 abilities, man. That was that's rough. Demon Trainer. Is there anything here? Blood Pack 2. No. Yep, Fire Shield. Phase Shift. Everything for the imp, man. Nothing. Okay, 20. Get Torment rank 2. Okay. Now that shiny gold piece that we had is definitely gone. That sucks. Oh, yeah, that one's inside the dungeon. Mushroom vendor. What's this dude selling shrooms for? Blizzard. Oh, no, I don't want to summon him yet because I'm getting ready to fly back. That sucks, man, that you lose your Alright, so we get improved life tap. Curse of weakness I'm not going to use very often. I think we go improve drain life here. I think the way to go about this is improve drain life and then fell concentration. Improve curse of agony. Range, yeah, that's good. We'll probably get nightfall. That way we could start insta casting shadow bolts. I don't think we use any of that. Oh, I can't wait to get Siphon Life, man. Dark Pact. Shadow Mastery. Yeah. Warlocks get really great abilities. So I think we're gonna go down this tree. Improve drain life. So now we're getting 10%. Which I guess means now we could start, we could start life tapping. $29 health and a 29 mana. I mean, if you think about it, like, it says that it's 55 mana to channel this. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. So you get 10 health. 50 health overall. I mean, crazy. I just died in the fire right there. Like, it would have been hilarious. Do. Send it back to the crossroads, please, sir. Thank you. Back to the podcast.
Not really sure what's going on with
But
Levi.
he's smart. Patty Stanger will tell you, like, you don't lead with all the cards.
That's right.
So
No, I think it's an effective video that he made.
He's doing slow disclosure, which is actually the smartest way to court a lady.
And he's leading like, yeah, I've made mistakes. And it's like,
I
well,
like that.
we know that.
Yeah.
We know you've made mistakes. A lot of guys in prison are real big on, I'm loyal,
Yeah. Well,
So-
loyalty's everything. You got to click up, homie.
I'm loyal.
Which clique are you in?
Trust me, dog.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fucking nutty. Yeah, I like that he admits that he's like made mistakes and shit. Because I like that. He's got a neck tattoo, very aggressive, a lot of tats.
Yep.
I like it. I like these damaged guys.
Hey man, this is exactly what you wanted.
This is all. I'm all in.
This is what you've dreamt of. We've always been talking about this. Here they are for you. Well, look, why don't we take a quick break because
Okay.
our guests.
Wait, hold on.
What?
There's one more.
No, there's more than one more.
Oh, okay.
But why don't we just get
You
to
gonna
them
do
later?
it later?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
I was panicking there for a minute because I wanted to see all my suitors.
Yeah. No, there's.
And I know there's other guys in the pen.
We'll show the fellas.
Okay. Okay.
Because they do argue fucking garbage. So maybe they'll weigh in on this.
I love these guys, yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll be back in a moment.
Bye.
We are supported by DraftKings. The NFL season is officially here, and I've partnered up with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official partner of the National Football League, to bring all new customers an exciting way to join in on the action right now. New customers, download the DraftKings app, use our promo code MOM, bet just $5, and boom, $200 in bonus bets hit your account instantly. So don't wait any longer. Get some skin in the game and download the DraftKings app now. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use our promo code MOM. Bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code MOM only at DraftKings Sportsbook. And we are back, and we are thrilled to welcome back our guests who right now you can see on the Stay Trashy tour. You can buy tickets at RUGarbage.com. It's Kevin Ryan and H. Foley, everybody. Let them hear it.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back right out of
Thanks,
the
man.
gate. The boys are looking healthy.
Thank you. We're trying.
Thank you, man.
We're trying to follow your footsteps.
You
Of
guys
course.
look rich.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
You guys
you.
look fucking fantastic.
Lots of hormones and lots of supplements.
That's what I just want. I'm like, I got to
Yeah.
get down 20, and then I'm just going full
Golden.
Tommy Buns,
You're
and,
going. You're
and I'm
golden.
just going to start shooting
You
myself
taking
up
that
this way.
vitamin T?
No, I want to.
Dude.
I
What's
know.
vitamin T?
Testosterone.
Oh man, I so gotta get back on tea. My tea levels are in the dirt. Sucks. Feels bad. Let's see. What do we gotta do here? I need a game plan. Prowler claws. Kill this guy. Make our way over to Ratchet. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go here. Make our way down. That works for me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the next step.
I want it. That's what I'm getting to. I just got to get a little more healthy, and then I'm like, I'm fucking going full bore, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be jacked.
We are
Yeah.
in. Let's
Just take the tea.
Let's talk as soon as this is over.
Yes, dude.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I came
Let's
down
get
here.
some-
I need a plug, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
for a
go.
stem cell
Let's get
hookup.
some. I got plenty of needles in my
Look
pocket.
at you, even with your shirt color. Like,
I know.
you
Yeah.
look alive.
Dude, you got
Both of
sun.
you
It's
are
going to his head too, though. He
I got-
gets a couple of good compliments, and he comes in with a bit of an attitude.
Here's what
dude.
I like
He's
about
such
that.
a diva.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
That is going to be that's addictive to you.
Yeah.
So it's going to make you want to keep going.
Yeah,
that's
feels
why
good.
I like it.
Feels good. It's
Yeah.
those Empics. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
It's
dog.
leveled the playing field for
You're
me.
down 50
50 pounds.
Wow.
Which is weird that's how fat I am. You can't really tell that much.
This is also true, but
You know what I mean?
yeah. But here's the thing: it's gonna be even more dramatic in not that long from now.
I hope so.
Yeah, you're in a little bit. People are gonna be like, "Well, you really lost weight," and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, just down 100," and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I got
incredible.
a haircut. You know,
Yeah,
no big deal.
It's wild.
that's wild, dude.
Thank you.
So wait a minute. The OZ, it's working. Any side effects?
Yeah.
What is it?
The main one
Yeah.
is the burps.
Burps,
buddy.
Dude.
Bad
I figured
burps.
this was the place to talk about
Yeah,
it.
of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all we want to hear about.
Genuinely the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life.
So we
I'm
were-
not even joking, dude.
We were on the plane yesterday or the other day. We sat together, and I had it really bad, and it's literally like you're burping up rotten eggs.
Well, we get on
And
we
it
get on
just
the plane.
keeps doing.
Oh,
it.
on a plane,
Dude,
it's terrible.
we get on the plane, and this is my best friend in the world. We spend like every day together, and typically, if there's a smell, I know,
I'm being told.
I know what he.
I'm being
emits,
ridiculed.
You know what I mean? It's like I know what it is if he hasn't showered or whatever.
You're like, I know all your smells.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're sitting there, we're on the plane, and we're right by the bathroom in the front. And the bathroom, there was something wrong with it in the beginning. Like, oh, we're waiting on pressure or something. So they were like, it's not really working right now.
That's the worst.
So then we're sitting there, dude, and it smells like we're like in
I'm
the air.
cranking these things
And
out like
it
every
smells-
couple of minutes.
But you're doing like those kind of like.
I'm doing this.
and
I'm
then
doing the the fat girl at a bar. Doing that
blowing-
thing, blowing it to the side. You know what I'm talking about? Man.
Dude, and I thought there was a sewage problem on the plane.
Because you don't know yet. You're
I
like-
don't know yet. And I'm sitting next, I'm like, man, I
It's
guess
that foreign.
I go,
Yeah.
I get it doesn't smell human. Like it
And
doesn't
then do you
smell.
bring it up? You're like, man.
No, I just assumed
that's why I
it.
thought I was getting away with it.
And then we were at the fucking mothership on Friday. And I'm like, this place has a sewage problem too? I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, what is going on? And he goes, do you smell my burps? And I was like,
Oh, dude.
that's dangerous.
Did you want to puke when you found out it was his burps?
Oh, and then he's like, do you
I
think,
want to puke.
He goes,
Yeah.
do you think other people smell it? I go, the good thing is no one would attribute that to a human.
That
so you're
bad.
I've never seen anything like it.
What are you eating? Do you think it's the diet?
Sewage.
Yeah.
Baby diapers.
Yeah. What are you eating? So
Yeah.
you're obviously eating less.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
You're eating less. And be honest with you, the first couple of weeks I was like trying to just eat like what I would normally eat.
Yeah.
And then like not push through it. Like I was trying to beat the game a
Yeah,
little bit.
sure.
But it didn't work. It
Yeah.
just made you
Couldn't-
feel real sick.
Yeah.
So just more protein.
You are.
No candy, none of that shit. A lot
Great.
of fruit.
You just had candy
Are you
out
eating?
front.
Nuh-uh.
What'd you put in your mouth?
That's a Ricola. It's a cough
okay.
drop.
Are you eating eggs?
Gotta keep
Is
an eye
that-
Yeah,
on
a lot of
them.
eggs.
So that's what it is.
Yeah.
He's burping up
No,
farts.
it said that.
It's so bad. It's
You're
crazy.
burping farts up.
Dude, it's insane, the level of this smell.
Yeah.
It's pungent.
They said no matter what you eat, it's gonna because your stomach slows down. So things sitting there a little longer.
Yeah. But you are eating protein though.
A lot of protein.
Good.
Yeah, a lot of protein, a lot of fruit. Nothing really after 8 or 9 o'clock. Drinking a lot of water. No sodies.
It's not a fun hang anymore. He used
Yeah.
to be the guy who's like, let's get pizzas and
Yeah,
burgers and beers. And I'm still like, we're on vacation this weekend, so I'm like,
Yeah.
we're like hanging out. I'm like having drinks, and he's sitting there with like a club soda, and I'm like, let's go get pizza.
man,
and he's
but
like,
this
no,
is
I'm
good
gonna.
stuff.
I know it's great.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I had
but-
one glass of white wine yesterday, and it doesn't hit the same anymore.
It doesn't?
Nah, it sucks.
Why?
Really?
What happened?
Because the Ozempis.
What is it?
And
What
what
does it do? What does it do?
It's
to
like
it?
drinking plutonium.
He
man.
makes it sound like
Oh,
candy.
it fucking sucks. It sucks. It sucks because I loved getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, how about like edibles or something? Can you do that?
Yeah, but then I start getting hungry and shit like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Damn it! So you gotta be sober now.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's the
What
worst.
about like oxys or something? Get on some,
He's
like-
already had a problem with
Okay,
those.
okay.
We're doing. Come on, we're
What do you
trying to.
think we're doing here, buddy? About to fake a back injury in here. Kidding me?
Okay, so no booze doesn't work.
It just doesn't feel the same anymore. It
Okay.
doesn't fucking hit me, and I don't want to keep drinking. Like if I have
Good.
like 2 or 3
It's
drinks,
good. It's sucks. As I'm like fuck, and also I know I'm like we're on the road. You got to stop. You can't live like that. Just
Right.
constantly boozing and eating shitty. on
Well,
the
you're
road.
turning a new chapter, man.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is some good health stuff for you.
yeah, and he's just been sucking down fucking Bud Lights and eating flatbreads the whole weekend.
But you're down also.
I'm down. Yeah. I'm down. We were doing like a weight loss challenge. We've been trying it for. I mean, once the pod started getting some momentum, I'm like, I got to fucking keep this guy alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like. So
Yeah,
we were trying
Keep
it.
my fat ass on stage.
Get out and dance,
Get up
monkey.
there and sing.
Yeah.
So, but we couldn't. I mean, we tried. Like, it was like,
I just lied to everybody
Yeah.
for about a year and a half.
What did you tell him?
I was
dude.
losing weight. and
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the scale, this, that, the
dude,
whole 9 yards.
we gave him like a $5,000 incentive or something. Like, this is like early on when that was like, a lot of, it really would have he really needed it. And he was like, we're like, you got to lose 15 pounds in like 60 days or something like that. And we weighed him in like the week before the real weigh, and we did like let's see where you're at. And he was up like 9 pounds. And he goes, I got it. I'll be. I'm like, you're not gonna lose 36 in 7 days. And he will just lie until he gets on the scale.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's an addict.
Scored out a couple of tears, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I mean, he cried one episode just to get us off his back.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full blown.
You're a master manipulator.
Oh,
at this
of
point.
course.
You have no idea.
So
Yeah.
so what
Yeah.
was the breaking point where you decided to get serious?
They were busting my balls pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Just like it's time to do it. Like, or
I mean, for years we were just like
Right.
circling the wagons of like,
Yeah, come on.
eyeing them like every order and every whatever, and like
And I started to not feel well, if that makes sense. Like
That's
I could
what
get
it
away.
is.
I could
That's
get
what it
away
is.
with being fat, But then it got to like a critical mass phase.
Yeah.
Where like just like the bending and the this and the knees are hurting
Right.
and you're just like
no fuss shoes.
Yeah, no fuss shoes.
Yeah.
I'm still rocking those.
I know.
I still got the shoehorn with me. Let's not get crazy.
But I'm saying, like, those things all add up of like, yeah, it's inconvenient to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was saying before, the wiping the ass wasn't
You know, I've never really had a conversation with some. I've been curious about that when there's a real big dude.
Yeah.
Like, what happens for ass wiping? It just becomes.
The shower does a lot of the work.
Really?
A lot of dumping
To
jumps.
be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jump
Because-
in and jump
because
out.
it's like the mobility isn't there.
Yeah, getting back there.
Yeah.
And if it's a tight spot, you know what I mean? And like it looks like I'm falling off a motorcycle. Wiping my ass.
So like a hotel room that you're like bathroom
jammed up.
So you just go. I'm just gonna get in the shower.
Yeah, we went on vacation last year. Me and my girl, went to Paris, and it was one of those European toilets where like it wasn't really touching the ground, and I was it's like just against the wall, and I'm like, one, I'm gonna fucking break this. It's
gonna come out.
Yeah.
I have to run to the embassy to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
And then two, I'm just like reaching back there, and it was dicey. So you got to jump in the shower, and then when you jump in the shower, you still got to get back there.
Yeah.
And it was tough to get back there. I got my leg up on the thing. I'm
Oh, my
moving this.
God.
Yeah.
So it
It's
becomes a
like-
real inconvenience.
It sounds like
Real
you're 9 months
inconvenience.
pregnant. This is what it felt like when I was that pregnant because I gained so much weight with my first kid. I gained
Okay.
80 pounds. And, and it happened so fast. My joints hurt, remember?
Yeah.
I'd have to like flop down on the toilet because I
Okay.
was so heavy and big and my
And
knees
in
hurt.
such a quick time too. Really,
Yeah.
to gain that weight in that amount of time is like the real
Shocking to
change.
the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just got to the point.
So you're like this enough. That's
Enough.
What, that's what happened. You said like enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just forced myself to go and get the Ozempics.
Great, man.
Great.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's doing
Do it.
fucking fantastic. It's great to see. He's even on the road, he's got like a little more energy. He's like, all right, let's walk here instead of like before it was
Right.
like how many blocks, what's go. It was like we would walk into a restaurant and have to like figure out where we're sitting
Yes.
type thing, you know.
Yeah, that's still a bit of an issue. We ran into that yesterday. We went to a place.
Yeah.
And it was the fixed booths.
Yeah, the booths are
You gotta
trouble.
you gotta have some leeway on that table. You can't fucking
See,
bolt everything to the ground.
first time I experienced this, I worked the road one time where I was put in this condo with this guy the condo that was in northern Kentucky. They called it the Cincinnati Funny Bone at the time, but it's
Sure.
in, it's
It was
in
in
Newport,
Newport,
Kentucky. It's right
Okay.
over the bridge, and they put you in a condo. The condo was a 2-bed, 1-bath, and so I get there, and then the feature act shows up. He's 600 pounds.
Jesus.
600 pounds, right? So I was like, yo, okay. Like we're roommates for the weekend.
Bunk beds.
Man. So the first thing was I was like, I remember that he took a shit and the smell came through the walls. It was through the walls. So I was like, I was in my bedroom and I was like, what the fuck is that?
This place is on it.
Then, we do those Thursday night shows. Friday morning, we go to bed late.
Mm-hmm.
I get up and the door's locked. So I knock on the door. I go, hey, you in there? And he's like, yeah, what's up? I go, you want to go get something to eat? And he was like, yeah, all right.
I'm eating right now.
And I was like,
I'll do a
I was
second
like, okay.
breakfast.
For him to like just get up and us to leave, it was
Okay.
about an hour.
An hour?
About an hour. Yeah. So I
Damn.
was like, just kind of waiting.
What is he doing? Is he showering?
I mean, I don't know, but like that's like how long it took him to get
out of bed. The
Get
thought
out of
of like he's
bed,
got to probably sit there for 5 minutes.
get
like,
dressed,
all right,
Sure.
get. So then I'm like, okay. So he had I flew there for the gig. He drove there.
that car
So
had to be.
we got
rough.
in that car, and
He's sitting in the back seat.
He's in the driver's seat, and I'm in the passenger seat. It's like an older Buick, and I'm a big guy at the time. But I'm in the passenger seat, and I'm not kidding you. I'm against the window like this, and he's here. He's pressing on me. He's fully pressing on me, like this, right? And I was like, holy shit. So I look up a place. We park. We go in, and when I'm like, yeah, 2, and when and they're like, okay. And as we start to walk to the table, I just turn around like this, and I see that he's gone outside, right? So I was like, oh, hold on a second. And I go outside. He's opening the door. I go, what are you doing? He's like, it's only booths. And he just got in the car. Like, he didn't even say anything to me. He's like, we can't eat
Wow.
here. So I was like, oh, because it was a place that just had
Had
booths.
yes.
Which is stupid.
which I was like, yeah,
bad business model.
Bad
if you ask me.
business. So I get in the car, then we find another place that has chairs and tables.
It's only
And we
high
go-
tops.
Yeah. We sit down
Back of the car
to eat, and this is what killed me. Is he was like, you know, we're eating breakfast, and he's like, "Have you seen John Panette lately?" And I go, "No." He goes, "That guy's got to get his weight under control." And he starts eating like
He
that.
just couldn't fit in a restaurant.
And I was like, I go, "Yeah." He goes, "He's real big." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." Like he just
But
was.
that's it goes back to that denial we were talking
Yeah.
about. You're like,
yeah.
the injury's not from my weight.
See, I would have
It's-
never mentioned the boost. I'd have been like, I saw a rat or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Oh, okay,
yeah, I wouldn't
yeah.
have said I can't fit in that boat. Bad
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Bad Yelp reviews.
Bad. Yeah.
Get out
You're
of here.
like, you didn't see that? We gotta get
Yeah.
out of here. Yeah, yeah. But the funny thing is, like, that is a thing that we all do. Is the thing that about you? You just find somebody else and you go, "You've seen that guy? That guy looks like shit,
dude."
Yeah.
I've just been living with next to him. It's like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be. I'm like, I'm not him.
Yeah.
He's eating 2 cheeseburgers. I'm
Right.
chill. I limited myself at 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's tough.
Like a swimsuit model.
That is so
I'm walking
true.
around. I'm like, yeah.
When Tom and I, the first pregnancy, remember when we would order dessert for breakfast?
Always.
We would order like 3 or 4 entrees.
Well, I was already like a big dude, and I was always eating too much and not healthy.
Mhm.
She gets pregnant, and she's like, "I'm hungry." I was like, "Yeah, I got
Governor's
you.
off. Let's
Like,
go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then every time she was like, I go, "Let's order 2." I'm like,
Sure.
I just use it
So
as an excuse
fun.
to eat way more.
Sure.
Yeah.
Way more.
It's great though. It was
Yeah, it's
really
fun.
fun actually to eat that much.
Yeah.
And then I would go to Carl's Jr. 5 days a week. And then on the alternate days, I'd go to In-N-Out. And I would be so hungry. And I would
Nice.
order extra barbecue sauce, extra onion rings, just eat in the parking lot. I was so fucking
And you love the
hungry.
McDonald's
Sundays.
McDonald's
Ooh,
Sundays.
yeah.
But we had to get them at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
So it was like, eat the whole Sunday
And then go to sleep. And
Eating in
also,
your car is something
every
else.
breakfast thing, because I
So
love
good.
breakfast. You
It's
know?
the best.
Yeah.
We would go to breakfast, and I would always get like savory breakfast. And then I was like, let's get a waffle to like.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
For the stable.
Damn, Carl's Jr. sounds really good. That might be what we're having for lunch today. I don't feel like cooking anything right now. I've never been super big, but I just went through pretty serious ordeal, and I was pretty hefty, man. I think I was probably the fattest I've ever been in my life. I was probably tipping the scales at about 275, 280. Nothing too crazy, but crazy enough for me. I'm going to actually walk away for just a second because I think my dog just opened up the door to my bedroom and I don't want him in there. Be right back. I think we're good. Still, I need to do something. Been out of the gym for about a week, man, and my back is absolutely killing me. Really, truly don't feel good. I had to wake up this morning and put 2 lidocaine patches on my low back because it's just killing me, man. I wish it wasn't. The stress is getting to me too. I had a really weird incident. Just taking a piss and passed out for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So that was fun. We had to go to the hospital for that. I don't know. You gotta take care of your body, man. Like, we all take it for granted when we're young. But you let it go, it'll get away from you, and it's very, very, very hard to get it back. It's much easier to try to maintain. I'd like to be one of those guys that's 40 years old, man, and just be absolutely just shredded. That's what my goal is. As soon as I get back on T, I think we might get there. I got a long ways to go in this recovery process still, so I'm trying to be patient, let my body do the work. I can't make it go any faster. I can't make myself heal any faster. All I can do is try to eat good. I know I just said that I'm going to eat Carl's Jr. today, but I don't eat it every day. You know. Let's see, we'll health funnel this thing. Just so he doesn't die, so I don't have to burn a soul shard. What I'm saying though, man, like, even though these mobs are kind of low level, you still got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. All I was doing was complete a quest over here, but these guys drop linen cloth like crazy. So
Oh yeah,
as dessert, as breakfast
lighten it up
dessert.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Have
Lighten
something
it
to
up.
sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Eating in the car is great.
It's the best because you can be a total
Really is
slob
bad.
and a pig, and nobody. I don't actually like eating in front of other people.
No, when somebody
'cause
pulls up next to you, you're like, oh, you
so
feel like a detective.
shameful.
It's so wild too to like. I noticed this as I started to get healthier, is that when you start to pay attention to what a normal healthy person, the amount they eat,
It's
like
insane.
when you're like, are you done?
It's insane.
And they're
Nothing.
It's like reading serving
they're like,
sizes.
yeah, it's just I'm fine, and you're like, oh, and then you start to go, you see it more because you're paying attention more, and you're like, oh, this is actually normal portions are what all these normal sized people eat.
Sure.
Mhm. Like I've just been eating like a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it was in Larry David and Seinfeld on Comedians in Cars. They were
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, the chef isn't giving you one serving size of potatoes. He's
No.
deciding, oh, here's just like fucking a half a plate of potatoes. And I'm going, well, that's what came. That's got to be what's authorized for me to eat at
Sure.
breakfast. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I
This guy
can eat-
knows what he's
I can
doing.
eat- Yeah, I can eat
Yeah.
900 calories of potatoes. Like,
Yeah.
I just thought, I'm like, this is a balanced breakfast. This is what they're giving me.
yeah,
I'm
sure.
eating it.
They wouldn't give it to you if they didn't want you to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we doing?
Yeah, you go to Denny's, like it's a grand slam.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
pancakes,
Yeah.
eggs, bacon, sausage. hash browns,
Denny
and
wouldn't
you're like,
lie to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would Denny bend the truth?
He got really good at because we'd be on the road and we traveled like 5 of us, so we'd be really fucking harping on it, and like I get it had to be so annoying of like
Sure.
you're at the table, everybody's like rolling their eyes or
And I'm pulling up a chair to the end of the booth.
Sure.
I'm on the outside.
at a Waffle House. He couldn't fit in the booth. I'm like,
Love
you
the
can't fit in a
Waffle House.
Waffle House booth. This ain't great.
And
Yeah.
would you go hard every meal? Were you like a big, like you just would just
Like, how
enjoy-
did I get this fat?
I mean, like, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. In away from prying eyes, I would say.
The public meals were bigger than usual, and
Yeah.
then there was behind closed
The
doors
private meals.
nefarious activities.
So
Would
let's-
just crazy frighten you.
What's the
Would it be
difference
crazy
between
indulgences?
Crazy.
what's public versus private meal? Like, give us an example. Like, say the Waffle House. You go there.
Right. There's people around. What do you order?
Yeah.
People around where maybe like a year before they're not really busting my balls.
Yeah.
Omelet, some home fries, sausage, OJ, coffee.
There's a lot of so he had like a system of ordering. He'd be like, "I'll just do the right away." You're like, "This is going to be a loaded sentence."
Like like in Congress, they'll slip something in the bill.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was fucking Mitch McConnell.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
he was
Oh,
passing
yeah.
waterboarding torture.
Yeah,
He was
Throw
like,
8 million to Raytheon real quick.
I'll do the Western omelet with the fries. That comes with bacon. Let me add a side of sausage.
Okay.
A side of fruit, and then as he's handing it, and a bowl of chili. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's public.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
So
you're
everyone's
there
like,
alone.
that's a hearty meal.
yeah.
But you're a big guy, so
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But then, like, what's private?
Behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Let's say my girl's at work. It's the summer. The AC's pumping.
Got Sopranos
I
on.
got Sopranos queued up, ready to go. All right, maybe season
Everything's
3.
ready to go.
Everything's ready to
the
go.
couch has it's reclining.
Yeah,
yeah.
The cat. Yeah, I'm ready to do nothing for the next 8 hours. Mickey D's would be a Big Mac meal. All right, with a Sprite, and then a couple of walking around burgers. You know what I mean? 2 McDoubles, and they would usually get
Jesus.
modified. They'd get modified, no pickles, mac sauce, extra onions, and
calorie
bacon.
intake.
Yeah.
So it's 3 burgers now.
3 burgers, and then either a McChicken or a 20-piece nugget. And then if they have the specialty pie, I'm not crazy about the apple pie.
Yeah, yeah.
But if they're doing like a peaches and cream or a strawberry and cream,
Yeah.
we're doing 2 of those
Okay.
and a sundae.
So you're talking like
Sunday.
4,000, 5,000
Right
calories
off the
or so.
rip.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you want to add it all up.
Yeah.
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 What
that's,
about a
that's pretty
McFlurry?
wild.
No McFlurry?
And then,
I don't love them.
and
I
how long,
like a Blizzard.
How long does that hold you over for? You know what I mean? Like you ate, that's a ton, right? So then.
I mean, we're at the point now where I couldn't really tell you what hungry is.
Right.
Like actual hunger.
Right.
Like,
right.
you know, like now I know what it feels like to go to bed hungry.
Hungry, yeah.
And
yeah.
wake up and be like, fuck, I'm hungry and I want breakfast.
Yeah.
Which I'm just starting to
Because you just
rekindle that feeling.
Because your girl, I'm saying in this scenario, you ate all this, right? Like midday, no one's home. She gets home and then she's like,
"We're doing dinner."
And so, and you're like, "Let's go."
Yeah, I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. I've been waiting for you.
He's
What are you
big on
doing?
that.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
big on the I haven't eaten all day, and I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Right.
Like,
But
there's
that's
just no
Because
way.
the McDonald's bag is stuffed at the bottom of the trash, and there's paper, there's wet paper towels put over.
There's
top
no
of it.
evidence.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
No
you're
one's gonna
really,
go picking through that.
You're very
Puts
calculated.
a coffee
though.
filter on top.
That's
That's
so
very clever.
calculated.
Yeah.
So will your girl give you grief if she finds the bags, or
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then what
there
do
was
you-
concern from all angles.
Sure.
And there was concern not to my face, which was, you know, which bothered me the most.
I feel we were the.
Oh.
You know what
we
I mean?
gave you the hard concern to the. We were like really playing defense. We were like really in his fucking face. And it's like, I obviously it probably wasn't but we didn't go about it the best way of like, just calling him fat.
But that's what I'm used
publicly.
to.
Yeah, yeah.
He
The
gets
negative
off on it.
reinforcement.
Yeah.
Do you like the negative? No.
No, it's just what I'm used to. Yeah.
It got him fatter, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
But everybody was pretty concerned. But we were like really in his fucking face every day of like,
You got it.
yeah, he'd be like, I'm ordering this, and people were like, get this, or like we'd pick places on the road where we're like, behind closed doors, we'd be like, all right, he can get a salad here or something. It's not like just a pizza place or something.
He told me yesterday they would go in and stake places out to see if there was seats and shit
Really?
like that.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know.
Well, it's like he's also my best friend. I love him. I don't want him to be the 600-pound guy walking back to the car and be like, that's shameful. And as I've been fat most of my life, so it's like I've struggled with it, and it's like I know
how it feels.
That fucking sucks. And I'm like, I don't. And plus, he's a bit of a diva when he gets in a bad mood. So I'm like, just keep him fun. We got a 6-hour car ride through Texas. This is gonna fucking suck.
Yeah.
I believe the chairs in that place.
I know. Yeah.
And you're like, you have to go like, ugh.
I know, man. It's like sometimes it would be like talking to a child. Like you're like, yeah, like you're like in their land of make believe of going. I guess we're just suspending all belief that this is reality. Oh yeah, that was crazy what they did in there.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Yeah. Well, you know each other. This is a relationship. This is
Sure.
like-
Yeah, it's a marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of marriage, while you were in the lobby, you saw that we were discovering some prison pen pal videos. Some really, really cool and available suitors. And I think we should watch a few more if you don't mind.
Please.
Yeah. Let's get into
What
it.
is this exactly?
So this is an account where these gentlemen are allowed to record these.
It's a website.
Yeah, well,
No, it's on
It's on
Instagram.
Instagram, but it probably is linked to a site or something. Right?
I don't know. I think someone's. I don't know. I just uploaded. Somebody created an Instagram account for these gentlemen.
Okay.
And there's one for women actually too.
Nice. Jesus.
And
How
you
is that
can
not
meet
included?
inmates that want quote pen pals.
You don't think I want to meet some chicks? What the fuck,
There's.
man?
I think did I put a couple in the folder, Zolo? Were there girls?
No, we didn't have girls in this batch.
You know why? Because they were kind of very bland.
Oh.
Believe it or not.
And these
Chicks
guys,
were a little
these guys are a
more-
little more exciting.
Yeah, the girls were a little more open. Like I actually want a pen pal. I don't really want to.
So it's not like it's setting up for when they get out. Like, hey, when I get out, like to take
Some
you
of
out.
them say that.
Sure.
Some of them,
Yeah.
some of the guys do. I've seen the videos where they're like, I got 6 more months, and I'm just trying to meet some cool motherfuckers that are down, loyal and shit. If you wanna
Sure.
meet me? Hit me up.
So rad.
So it's more of a pen pal thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh wow.
What's up? My name is Rodney. I'm 6'3".
My God, dude, why did I pull this fucking elite?
Hey.
Yeah. What up, dog?
I like to draw.
Damn it!
Okay.
Looking for some females out there to hit me up.
That's a
That
straightforward.
was concise.
point.
I respect it.
Yeah, I respect it. I mean, it is to the point. Again, this is the best version that Rodney knows of himself to present. Is what's up? I'm 6'3", 240. I draw. Like, hit me up.
Sure.
I'm so
Oh, Rodney's
disgusted
getting out
with
anytime soon.
myself.
I think there's a lot of surprises.
I hope not, because I don't want him to show up to a show and beat
There's
my ass.
a lot of surprises in Rodney's wheelhouse.
Yeah,
So,
Sure.
he is an older inmate, so I'm gonna guess He's been in the system
Mm-hmm.
a lot already. He does conceal a lot. I would like to know more about Rodney.
I'd like to know a lot
that
more
he's
about
creative,
Rodney.
He's
that
dark
he
and
draws.
mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that he draws. That's a really good skill
I don't think
to
he's
have.
in there for check fraud.
No.
I think it's
yeah. It's not white collar crimes.
No.
But I like him. He's aloof and
Unfucking real,
mysterious.
man.
All right.
He
again,
seeing sweet. I think it's sweet. He was sweet.
Yeah.
He
He
wasn't like,
yo.
oh, like, what's up, pussies? You know, he
Yeah.
was
No.
fucking
But
nice.
also,
demure.
the most like the most hardcore dudes are like,
Dude, fuck. Oh, this is kind of getting old. Wow. I saw the elite, thought I could kite him. I don't know what the fuck else spawned. Stupid Voidwalker lost aggro and I got shit on. I should have just kept running. Oh, I never learned, man. I never learned my lesson, bro. My God, what a tune. Oh, I let a good tune go. I'm really dreading what happens next, man, because it's Warrior, dude. I like Warrior. It's fun. I had so much material, dude. I had so much going for me on that tune. Why didn't I just keep up? Why did I fucking pull that elite? It's not even like I'm not trying. Like I am. Fuck, man. Fuck. Oh, I keep dying to dumb shit, bro. Like, all right, folks. Well, we're going back to the fucking drawing board. Damn, dude. 9.5, 13, 15. Move him up. Still got our level 13 shaman. All right, well, we're going to delete this character so we can make a new one. I'm so sick right now, man. I am so sick. Why the fuck did I pull that elite? Why did I do that? And rage, increasing damage with the missing ability to be healed, resistant to stun effects, damage done by pets increased. Skill with axes increased. I'm not using a pet. Undead. May become immune to fear, sleep and charm, may consume corpses to regain health. That's cool. Underwater breathing increase. That's cool. Tauren, stomp, maximum health increased, herbalism skill increased, resistant to nature damage. Maximum health increased, herbalism skill. Berserk. Damage increase versus beast. I think with you know what? We're gonna go to Google. We're gonna go to Google for this. I'm not sure what to do here. Best horde race for warrior Classic. Orc or Troll is the best classic WoW DPS for PvE. Orc or Tauren is best class for or DPS. Orc or Tauren for PvP. Horde Warrior has the benefit of raiding with a Shaman, which has access to Wind Fury Totem and simply powerful boost to warrior DPS. All right, let's look at the classic warrior DPS guide from Icy Veins before we carry on for this shit. I cannot believe I lost my Warlock, dude. Oh no. Great scaling, become off tank, fights little effort. The way rage works, you never run out of resources. The more damage you take, the more rage you get DPS with. Be squishy. Gearing can be difficult. Solo leveling is slow and dangerous. Dying is a constant possibility, and dropping combat can be hard. Fuck. Best races for Horde. Orc is the best race for PvE and PvP. Tauren has a range advantage that makes him great for PvP. Troll and Undead are slightly behind. Both have their own unique perks, which you can read about below. Axe specialization. Blood Fury. Oh, I forgot about Blood Fury. Hardiness. Orc Warriors are best PvE, DPS potential out of all race class combination due to axe specialization. Tauren has extra health. Use one stun, war stomp, make a solid choice for PvP, do a large hitbox. Do more damage than Orc in PvE, but only on a fight less 30 seconds or less. Okay. I think we're gonna go Orc. Oh, no, definitely not gonna be a female. I am so disgusted right now. That'd be a blue Orc. Bluish green. Bluish green Orc. Let's see. I think we'll keep the same hairstyle. Make it a ginger. Just so absolutely disgusted with myself. That's WoW Classic for you, man. God bless America, dude. Taking spank. I agree. I knew this was gonna suck, man. I didn't know it was gonna suck like this. Damn, bro. Fucking level 15. Oh. Again. So unreal, dude. This is not happening. I'm so stupid. Like, I'm just so fucking retarded. All right. We're gonna go again. we're gonna go again. Just so stupid, man. I am so dumb. I just had, and man, like it's like a thing with me, dude. Like I just have to sabotage myself. Like I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. Oh, so stupid, dude. Well, I really don't want to do this again. I really thought I had it that time. Oh, I'm just so dumb. Like, the dumbest player on the planet. I know I'm not the only one that's dying, but come on, man. I haven't even gotten attuned to 20. Warrior's so slow, too, man. So slow. But it's happening. This is happening. Warrior hits like a truck, though. I had bags, my professions, dude. Oh my god. Oh, I just can't right now, man. Like, I'm so frustrated. It's so insane. I'm just so fucking dumb. I died again. It's alright. The adventure begins again. Now, professions. Professions. What am I gonna do? We're 100% taking skinning. Skinning gets us lots of money. Gonna need lots of money. I really do want to go blacksmithing and mining, but I already know what a pain in the ass that is. Maybe we could go skinning and mining, and that way when I get to 60, I can just drop skinning. And I'll hang on to all the ore. Actually, yeah, we'd probably just sell it. But I'll at least have my mining skill up, and then I could go back and do blacksmithing. There's many people that are probably going to want to do engineering. I can see that it's going to be, mining could be kind of a big deal. I'm so disappointed, man. Like, so disappointed. I was having a blast on the Warlock. I just got started with the whole drain tanking thing, and I mean, I was set, dude. I was fucking set. And I just totally shit the bed, man. I fucking sabotage myself. The only good news is about playing Warrior, man, is like I can tank everything. But I was already going to do the tanking thing on the Shaman, so I wasn't like really looking forward to this. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Shit happens. Move on. We're really, really gonna play it safe this time. Like, no fucking around. There's no bullshit. Like, we're gonna be grinding mobs left and right. Hopefully we can get some bag drops. Now I've lost 2 tailors. This is so bad, dude. So bad. I don't want to do this again. I do seem to be hitting rather hard. Harder than I thought that I would. Maybe this might not be so bad. I'm very familiar with Warrior. I just cannot believe, man. I lost 2 of the easiest classes in the fucking game, and now I'm playing the hardest one. Like, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. Like, what do I think is gonna happen here? I think I'm just gonna get shit on and die. But we'll see. Look! I mean, look at all the people that are still here in the starting zone. This guy died at level 1. Aaron Rodgers. I think that guy was cutting some kind of meme video because nobody dies at level 1, dude. That was awful. I'm going to be filming that one for a while. We're going to get out here and grind, dude. Who the hell is a warrior trainer? In the back? Rogue trainer. Cloth merchant. Weaponsmith. Demon trainer. Warlock trainer. Right there. Yep. Battle shell. Okay. Gross, man. This is fucking gross. I get charged at 4 or 6 or some shit like that. I'll get it 4. Okay. This is nuts, dude. Absolutely nuts. I cannot believe I did myself like that. 2-minute battle shout, guys. Woohoo. Don't log them. So disappointed in myself. I mean, that was 10 plus 12 hours wasted. It's absolutely gone. I was doing well too, man. Professions were going good. Everything was going good. So we won't have a 60 Warlock. Won't have a 60 Hunter. Fuck, man. At this point, we might, at this rate, we might not ever get there. I got hope for the Shaman, just because I'm dual leveling with Kyle. That helps a lot. As far as doing this shit solo on an alt, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And now I'm doing it on the hardest class in the game. I've yet to see any low-level axes drop, so this, like, getting gear is going to be fucking stupid. Warriors are so gear dependent. I didn't even go to Ragefire Chasm, man. Like, I died on bullshit. I died for nothing. Because I wanted to fight an elite. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I like Warrior. I can deal with Warrior. Familiar with Warrior. Unfucking believable, dude. Maybe time for a lunch break. This wouldn't be so incredibly bad if it wasn't so damn time consuming, man. Like, it's so time consuming. You can't make it, you can't go any faster. You like there's a certain pace to the game and like that's it. Like they're another 15, dude. Another fucking level 15 hunter. This shit is no joke, man. I really underestimated what this was gonna be like. I regret it. I regret hitting those buttons and pulling that fucking elite. All right, though. We're gonna go super speed, man. Super speed. We're just gonna kill, 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 kill. Which is as hard as the Warrior seems to be hitting, man. Like, it seemed like it'd be too bad. At least here at the beginning. only problem is the health stuff, so having to stop and eat. That's what I remember about Warrior. One thing I do dislike is the fact that we have to gotta level his arms. Fury's not a thing. Ooh, big crit. That always feels nice. Oh, you're sleeping. Wake up, bitch. Yeah, we are. Hell, two of those. Oh. What's going on here? The utter disappointment, man. Like, these videos better go fucking viral, bro. Like, people hit 60, man. I can't get past 15, bro. Come on. Although I think that a lot of these people have help. Like, I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer, I guess. I may do some of this leveling off stream. I don't know if I need to do a second stream for the day. I'm just really not even aware of what the fuck I ran into that assisted in killing me. Because there was something else I pulled. And yeah, that didn't feel good. Didn't feel good at all. Because we're going to go skinning, we can grind beast. Beast are abundant. It'll work out. I don't know exactly what I want to pair it with. Maybe mining. You go sell and come back. Like so disgusted right now. Oh, it's all right. Not gonna make any predictions this time. We're just gonna run it. Whatever happens, happens, man. If I die, I die. I'm gonna try hard not to die. I'm learning as we go, like the shit that you can get away with and what you can't get away with. And yeah. It's still fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm being a little bit of a downer right now, but like, it's still fun. It's okay. I lost the Warlock. It's fine. All right. So we got some abilities now. Charge. Rend. Rogue Strike. We're a real warrior now. We're rocking. Here we go. Now we can finally get busy. I forgot charge got such a long cooldown. Not cool. Ren seems pretty powerful. I like that. Don't get me wrong, guys. I do like the warrior. Like, it's fine. Matter of fact, when I first had the idea to do classic hardcore, like the first character I landed on was warrior. But I've played warrior before, so I didn't really want to do something that I've already done. I wanted to do something different. But then I put them in order, and I got out of order when I made the hunter alt. That's because I thought, well, it's just an alt, doesn't matter. And then I got back on the scheme that I had, so we're gonna rock with it, man. If this were to fail, which history has taught us is very probable, the next character in the shoot would be a rogue. No matter what, at the end of the day, man, I'm having an experience. You know, it's fun. I like classic. I've always liked classic. Wanted it back forever. So we're gonna give this a real go. Like I said, man, I'm just a little upset right now. Fucking time sink. But as you can see, like look at the death log. Like level 18, dude. Think that guy's upset right now? Of course he is. Some of the highest levels I've seen fail. Like look, there's a 34 on here. 41. A 41 Warlock died, man. Yeah, I mean, what am I crying about? What am I crying about? At least I wasn't level 41, right? That guy deserves to be pissed. You can wake up, kill you till this guy falls asleep. One of the cool things about orcs, man, is that they start with their damn two-hander. Like other warrior classes, they start with a shield and a one-hander, man. It's not nearly as effective. I'm hitting shit really hard. That's nice. I like it. Are you gonna fall asleep now? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. No, go to sleep. Just trying to think, man, like what in the hell can I pair with skinning? I don't really want it to be leather working because my shaman is a leather worker. Skinning gets you good gold. I think I'm gonna go dual profession gathering. Dual gathering profession, I think. I think that's a really good idea. What's not a good idea is I don't think I have both quests for over here. So I can go in this cave one time, even though I know that's already breaking the rule, but like, yeah, I may just fuck off the cave. I really don't want to fuck this one up. No caves, no elites. No caves, no elites. No rares, no fucking nothing. Nada. Not doing it this go around. Yeah. Go ahead and get rid of that one. Not doing it. Not gonna do it. Linen bags are now free on Skull Rock. I'm not really understanding what the guy's trying to get across there. You got linen bags for free. I kind of agree with the guy that messaged him like, hey, like, what do you mean, like in the thing or what? Actually, it looks like this one-hander does more damage than my two-hander, which is kind of crazy. Nope. Not gonna do that. Come over here. Take the cape. Just tearing it up in the Barrens, dude. Ding. No, we're not doing that. We're going to move on. We are out of here. Oh, yeah, one-hander seems to be the way to go. So maybe I take back what I said about the two-hander. At least until we get a better one. Warriors have to train on all the weapons, man, because you never know, you might get a staff. It's really good. Down here. Can't quite remember where the leatherworking trainer is. I It's in Razor Hill. I think. Could be here. We pick up all these quests, which we're not going to do for a while. Witch doctor in training. Herbalist. What do you teach? Nothing. Mage trainer. Alchemist. Butcher. I don't know if there's anything other than alchemy and herbalism down here. Weapon merchants, trade supplies, general goods, fishing supplies. There's nobody upstairs. We established that last go around. Alright, we'll go to Razor Hill then. You see me, bro? Well, I felt like I wasn't doing nothing against that guy. Hold on. There we go. I take it back. No one-handers. Yeah, it's depressing. Mining. Mining's a little difficult to keep up with. Don't know what to do here. Skinning and mining. Skinning. Skinning for sure, just because I'm going to be killing so many beasts. Get the buff. Look, I'm going to die right now. I'm going to die at level 5. I wanted to fight a fucking level 7 boar. Dude, classes are so weak, bro. I almost went troll warrior just for the simple fact that regeneration, like I really felt it with the hunter. I could really feel the difference. In between combat, man, like that passive regeneration, just so nice. But I guess because of the combination of Blood Fury and hardiness. Level 13. So sad, man. You look at the death log and you're like, man, a whole bunch of wasted time, bro. Still love the game. As like, and now I'm seriously invested. Like now I really do have to do this. I really have to do this. I have to prove that I'm a better player than this. I have to make it to 60. And just one tune. Like I don't really particularly too much care which. Just on one. Let's see, we'll take the bread. We'll make this our home for now. Trade supplies. Let's see, is there a leather worker here or do I gotta go to org? Leatherworking. I gotta go to org. How about mining? Mining's here. Engineering's very tempting. Engineering is very tempting. What do I do? 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 Engineering on a warrior is very good. Blacksmithing. Ooh. Or do I just wait and go skinning? Go skinning and mining. And then I could buy... I'm gonna go skinning and mining. Yeah, I have to. With skinning, I can really build up my money. Go get this quest. I went the long way around. Where I get my first bag. Oh gosh, dude. I just did all this stuff. This is the fucking fourth time. Oh, they say third time's a charm, but apparently I didn't fucking learn my lesson, so can't say that it is. We just hit 3 hours on the stream. I don't think that I really necessarily want to stream all of this again. So I may kill it here, go have myself a lunch break, come back, pick it back up, see how far I can get before I gotta go get my kids. But yeah, it's Orc Warrior time. We're gonna get into it. Tune in next time as the saga continues on WoW Hardcore. Fucking no bullshit, dude. This shit really is hardcore. Let's check the bank. Hopefully I sent a couple things over. Oh, all those materials, man. That's what makes me so disgusted. Is like I spent time on the professions, bro. Oh my gosh. We sent a couple things over. I don't know if Kyle can use that. I don't know where the hell I learned two-handed swords at, but I may. It's got agi and strength on it. I may send this to Tank and Spank. Probably like fucking Thunderbluff or some stupid shit like that. I don't know if Kyle needs that robe. I don't think so. It does have stamina intellect. I don't know. Post up absolutely everything we can. We try to recoup some of that money. At least I do have a little bit of a stockpile. Like, I mean, come on, 65 silver is fucking nothing, but it's more. I'm really tempted to go engineering. Like, super tempted. But I could gather ore, sell it. Could just gather ore. Keep it in the bank. Oh, but it just takes so much material, man, to level shit. It's crazy. Oh. All right. Well, what can I tell you, folks? I'm living up to my namesake. So 1, 2, 3 characters down. The shaman's still a prospect, and now we're going to be leveling the warrior. So stay tuned. We'll be back. I'm going to try to level through some of this boring stuff. Get as far as I can before I got to go get my kids. Probably won't be too much more. Like what? I'll probably be like level 7 or 8, maybe. But yeah. Until then, I'm Ranger the Trash Gamer, and I'm out.